features in Power Director this week I cannot believe. Right. I do a lot of multi-camera work, like with more than one camera. And
as in multi. Hence the word multi.
Yeah. It's not a brand. It's not a brand name. And so there's a feature in Power Director that will not only allow you to do the full, kind of TV studio, pick camera 1, pick camera 2 when you're editing, but it'll synchronize the clips based on the audio. It's unbelievable. I've been doing it all manually.
Wow. I got to go say good day here. Brent Nutley.
Hey.
Were the other ones live the other day?
Brent was on.
Adrian's.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And hello to Thomas and Tim. And
no, Brent was on mine.
Al.
Yours.
Was on someone's. So anyway, I saw him anyway. So yeah, that was good. Miko, Thomas, how are you?
And then Adrian poked at him as usual. And where's Adrian?
Yeah, nowhere to be seen.
He's in the shower. What do you mean?
Tim Jackson. I just seen Tim Jackson moonlighting over at Canadian Drone Hub.
Yeah. I saw him.
Is that etiquette? Is that proper etiquette? Can you do that? Is that acceptable? Can you be a 2-timer?
Tim Pinstripe.
I'm just letting you know that I got my loyalties to certain places and certain programs.
That's right.
Is that acceptable?
We're gonna have to put that up for vote. Mars.
Hello, kids.
Rojo Jonah. Is that a new one? I don't think Rojo's been here before.
Robert, I don't know.
Rojo, identify yourself. Have you been
I've
here
seen
before?
Rojo droners on.
We want to know.
He
was just on Canadian Drone Hub with Tim.
Canadian Drone, and then also those guys.
Right. Okay.
I catch a lot of stuff on replay.
You there with Al?
Welcome. Anyway, Mars, Thomas, Craig, Mad Kiwi, how are you? Who have we got here? Mad Kiwi, I don't know. Yes, I've been. Oh, have you? Whoops.
His name is Robert. you short memory, Robert. Give him a break.
Yeah.
He's Australian.
Oh dear.
Hey, there's Roger.
I'll be
Canadian Drone Hub.
There's Roger. Oh,
we're just talking about you, Roger.
So they jumped off of Roger.
All good stuff. All good stuff.
Are those the 2-timers?
We're talking about Tim Jackson, moonlighting over in your channel, buddy. Come on, stealing my stuff. Oh God, I tell you. Oh my God, can you believe this? Oh, I tell you what. For once in quite some time,
you did something right.
Unlikely. What do we get? Oh, come on.
So, am I supposed to close the file or save as? That's my only 2 options.
Oh, I would save as.
What the hell? I don't know why it did that. It's an MOV file.
The project itself, or what?
It's saying media source error for the one clip I brought in.
Yeah.
Because I'm rendering all the clips in 4K so I can watch them on the 4K screen. Because the proxy files weren't good enough. It was stuttering while viewing.
Yeah.
I'm just going to hit close.
Yeah.
I did.
And then you might have to delete that shadow file. Yeah.
Is that
because
4K,
I want to watch
Jim?
I want to watch them all in 4K on the big screen while I'm editing.
Right.
So you don't have a skipping.
Right.
What?
Yeah, it does 4K beautifully. Yeah. It just.
I have an answer for that, Jim. Just got to update that computer.
True. Well,
yeah.
Gotta make
I
that
don't know,
play.
Don. What are you running, Don?
I am running a Asus laptop with i7, 7th generation i7 core, quad core with some NVIDIA graphics card in it.
Hey, it's Mr. Dominican.
Adrian Mateo.
Adrian Mateo, John.
And that exact question, Jim, is why.
How are you, Matt?
Yeah, why I leave the stupid stickers on my laptop that say what it is.
Yeah.
My son always comes over and says, "Get those stickers off. That's stupid." And I said, "How else am I supposed to know what it is?"
Mine is still on there. I'm virtual reality ready for the past 3 years. I don't know what the hell that I would use virtual reality for, but it's ready.
Same, Jim. Your background looks pretty professional. I mean, you got the M210 back there, those cases. I dig it.
It's
Looks
just
good. You got a nice little
green
setup back
screen,
there.
you know, Al. It's just.
Is it a green screen? Oh, what? Is that like this guy? What's his name with the background? I used to think with the piano, grand piano.
Yeah.
Blue. Art.
I know.
All right.
I used to think Art, that was his house.
Until you saw that same green screen on 4 other guys, right?
Actually, no. Somebody was making fun of it, and they were talking about it in a replay. I usually catch the replays, and I was laughing. I caught it. I forgot what stream it was.
What's going on, Brandon?
I do a lot of green screen stuff, so if you ever wonder what's going on in that video, just assume it's green screen.
I guess that's how crappy my old computer was.
Hey, Don Joe, that was a pretty cool video you made.
Which one? The reverse carousel?
Yes, sir. The one that I left you a comment on. That was pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I like that move.
He actually watched and left a comment on one of your videos?
I know.
First of all, Jim, you need to start a Don Joe makes some cool videos compared to your crappy videos. Don't even try.
Oh, what do you mean? Wait, hold on, Adrian. What do you mean I make some good videos?
No. I don't think you heard me. I said Don Joe's make cool videos compared to Jim crappy videos.
Sounds good. Oh, I'm doing a video right now on it's a training video on weather considerations when you're flying your drone. You know, like don't fly over this speck and all this kind of crap. All these good rules. I mean, excuse me. And so it was pouring rain outside, so I ran outside with my GoPro and filmed one of the segments standing in the pouring rain, saying, "Whatever you do, unless your drone is set up and specified to be suitable in precipitation, don't fly it in this." So.
And even that's bullshit because this M210 is IP43 rated.
Not anymore.
The rain will take it down.
Yeah,
that thing is super good now.
It turns out that there are leak points under the motors where the antenna module sits, and water does get in them. People have found out the hard way.
Really? I've had my spark in a little bit.
Oh, they were like very light. Weren't there like 5 police drones in a row in the UK that all crashed? Hi, Roger.
But those guys fly them in the rain, and I'm like,
yeah, but
the cameras are not waterproof.
It doesn't rain. It doesn't stop raining in the UK. You know, it's.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
But the cameras aren't waterproof, so you know what's the point of the drone being IP43 when you're wrecking a $2,000 camera?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've had actually the worst time my drones ever got wet was the first time I did it. I was flying with Andrew Otswager, and we're in the fog, and it was really thick fog, and we didn't go very far. I just got a tiny bit of footage. It just ruined the whole morning, to be honest. But brought the drones down, and they were dripping wet. Water just dripping off the arms.
Ooh,
it wasn't
scary.
raining, but it was all that fog. I couldn't believe that shit.
That happens to me sometimes when I fly in the winter. Like I'll fly in reasonably okay conditions, like it's not snowing. But when you bring it inside, the humidity inside just condenses on the drone, like on parts that get cold. Yeah.
Mars, did you do a video, mate, of when we did a meetup? Is that what you're talking about?
I'm guessing he did.
That's what he's saying.
That's the case. I haven't seen that yet. Be very embarrassing if he put it out in January, like I did, and I haven't seen it yet.
I just saw Tim's comment. Tim Jackson.
Who's
If you want-
Linus?
Yeah, you have my blessings. Meet up with Matt Northeast Victorian Eurovision. Okay, right. Have you? Is there any music in it, mate?
Well, no. Is the music YouTube safe?
You know, funny thing. You know that world flights thing they did with those 10 pilots, and we all got together and did that crud.
Yeah.
Now we were all very careful about. There was a couple of strikes and all sorts of shit before it actually went to air. So anyway, you know, what did we put that out 2 months ago, something like that?
Yeah.
Anyway, I get an email the other day saying that I've got a copyright claim from one of the tracks on the bloody video. That's months later.
That's weird. It's usually you usually get those copyright claims within seconds of the thing going up.
Yeah. So I've got
I've got a second YouTube channel for nonsense called Don Does Stuff. And what can I say? And, but I use the same music like from Epidemic Sound on that channel, but you can only use Epidemic Sound for one channel unless you want to pay it another whatever it is $25 a month.
Yeah,
and so every time I put it up, boom, copyright claim, boom, copyright claim. But I don't care. I'm not monetizing that channel, so I don't care.
I think it's like, remember when I was talking about that to you, Jim, on your program, where my subscription, if I ended it, every song that I used in their library would become copyright infringement.
I was told, now I'm just telling you what I was told, that if you used that music while you had the subscription, then you would be safe.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
What do I have? Yeah.
That's what I read. That's how I read it. Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Now I've got not you, Adrian, this time. I've got an Epidemic Sound.
Thank you.
That's okay, mate. I'll get to you later.
You have an account?
I've got an Epidemic Sound. Now, obviously, Mars has got an Epidemic as well. If I was to pop that video up with that music going, even though it's, you reckon?
You see, that's my whole point. The guy, I got a claim, and the music being played in the background was actually being paid for. It was Muzak that was in the background. It was paid for, and yet I got a music claim. But you know what? Music claims don't mean shit anyway, because they go away in 30 days. And
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't think they went away.
Is Adrian still on?
They went off of mine.
But while it's there, you're splitting any advertising revenue with whoever's got the claim.
Yeah. In fact, they get more of it, don't they?
I have no idea.
All of it. I don't know.
Maybe all of it. Yeah, I don't know.
I've said g'day to Bob Casey yet. I'm not sure if I have. Bob, how are you, buddy? It's Epidemic Sound. Look, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to play the sound, the sound, just in case, because I don't know that they probably wouldn't.
What if I play it?
Mike Kinney says if you played an Eagles song, they'd be on you in a minute. If you play a Tool song, they don't care. Candlebox, any of that. Depends if they like the music or not.
Oh, here we go. Oh, that's Brett's broken bloody drone. That thing was horrendous in the air.
Remember this drone in the bottom corner. What was it called? Is that the Chrome? This one.
And Gary, I'll have to try that.
Right under you, Matt.
Okay.
In that image.
Sorry, mate.
What drone is that called? It's an older one model.
Oh, me.
Chrome or something?
It's an Me drone or whatever it is.
Drone. Oh, okay.
And he took it off, and he couldn't control it, and it just flew straight up into this this bit up here. Flew into that and smashed smashed his props, but he put new props on it, and he took off and flew.
That was about a year ago, wasn't it?
That was January. Yeah. That was in January, that one. So what else?
A year in my life.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay, there is music there. And that was my Mavic Pro, but I had the Spark with me, and I didn't get the bloody Spark out.
And so you're telling me those eyes didn't scare away the butcher birds?
Those eyes are useless, mate. Let me
Thank
tell you. I will tell you something though. Now that I've gone all orange on my Mavic Pro, now normally I could fly right next to ducks and all sorts of stuff in the water, and they don't give a damn. And I've skinned it, obviously, as I've said, and they run a mile. They see it coming, and they're out of there, man.
Proving that they are not colorblind.
They're exactly right.
I don't know about that. Maybe they're just very color aesthetic. You know, they see it. It's like an orange drone. No,
They're very sensitive. I
No,
don't
no.
have that orange around me.
Yeah,
That's
well,
right.
who's wearing orange today?
Orange is a great color. Orange is a great color.
That does not go with my uniform.
This is little FPV. Now, a little whoop. This is really cool because here we go. He flies through a few things here and what have you. I think he had the Phantom 4 out as well that day.
You see that sunshade?
Yep.
I have that, and it was sitting in the damn car the day remember I told you I was blinding myself?
Yeah.
It was sitting right in the friggin' car.
You will go blind if you do that in your car, Jim.
No, I've done it in the car, and I can still see.
Matt, do you still fly with that? The hood, Matt, on the iPad?
I haven't had to lately, but yeah, I do when it's. I try to find a tree and stand under a tree so I don't have to put it on. And number two, it keeps the iPad out of the sun. So anywhere there's shade, I'll be hiding, and it keeps me away from the butcher birds too. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Now when you crash one of these things.
They just get up and fly. Yeah.
Hello, bye. I'd be repairing the fucking gimbal.
Wait. I know actual FPV words. He used turtle mode.
You got it
Turtle
right.
mode.
You flipped the switch and it flipped over.
See? Don't tell me I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
That's Victorian aerial. That one, Brett.
Thomas
changing
Ariel,
props up.
I don't know what the answer is to your question. I don't think you can download 500 songs in your trial period and then use them in the future. I thought
it was 20.
What?
I thought it was 20. 20, max 20.
I don't know. I can't remember. You have to read the fine print.
Are you guys all using the same Epidemic Sound?
No, I subscribe to TubeBuddy, which gives me an account with who the hell are they? I never remember their names.
I use Pandemic Sound.
Audio Hero.
No, it's
Audio
Whatever.
Pandemic Sound.
I don't know.
Pandemic. We've got
Is that a sound of a
sound of coughing? That's all you get. You get 200,000 different versions of coughing.
That's the drone.
You know, Don, have you downloaded any of the sound packs from Power Director? All those sound effects.
I don't think so. I don't think I've tried any of that.
I've gone through them. I'm not impressed. Whatever.
Yeah, most of the so-called packs in Power Director, they're like wedding packs and crap like that.
Yeah,
just junk. But yeah, the multi-camera feature and it also lets you directly edit 360 video.
Who did we lose?
As soon as I found that, I just lost.
He wasn't saying anything for quite some time. I thought he was frozen.
I heard you say, "Is he frozen?"
Well, I was going to ask him a question.
Now tell me, that's new, isn't it?
Pharaoh.
This is someone's
Yes,
proxy.
that's new.
Welcome.
The
See,
Pharaoh of Pharaohs.
I got that one right.
Pharaoh.
Thanks, Mars, mate. That was good. Did you only just pop that one out? Did you?
Yes, Tomas. I have looked at DaVinci, and it's a whole nother world.
It's
learning.
awesome.
You just need to go Apple and just go iMovie. It's so much easier interface, and then as you get used to it, you can move over to Final Cut Pro. Make that transition.
Well, I tell you what, right? My video tomorrow, nothing specky. I had the 3 drones, so I had the Pro 2, and Spark. and I took them all out of the same place. Got very similar shots, and I tell you what, man, that Spark still impresses me. Hey, it's a great little camera.
Did you have a bitch fight between the three drones?
Yeah, I had to keep them all packed away while I flew.
Match.
Because if they saw that, they would have been
would have been hell to pay.
Yeah, dude. But and obviously we're talking DaVinci, so it was the first time. Although I did muck around with some footage a couple of months ago with the Spark footage in DaVinci, I wasn't real happy with it because I really didn't know DaVinci, and I was stuffing it. I was stuffing the render up something severe.
Yeah.
But this time I've got a bit more of an idea of what I'm doing. So the Spark footage, you didn't have to really touch it. The other two were in D-Log, but what I did do was not put LUTs in it. I didn't use any LUTs. So all I was doing was pulling out the colors that were already in that D-Log file to give a bit of an idea of what it looked like. Now, the difference between the D-Log with the Mavic Pro and the Mavic 2 Pro is pretty large. There's a big difference between those two raw files, man, the way they look. So I had to treat them differently too within DaVinci. So interesting, very interesting to play with. But it was good fun, man. And it was great getting the Spark back out there and whizzing that around. Fantastic.
Right, now tell me what happened with the two different files. I know, like, even in D-Log, one will come out more saturated than the other D-Log, right?
Yeah, it comes down to what the camera's capturing, the colors that they're actually capturing, and the Pro 2 captures colors differently than what the Pro 1 does. Obviously, you got a different sensor and all that sort of stuff.
And it's capturing 10-bit. Now, what's the... Are you getting 8-bit on the regular Pro? I think so.
I think so. You are. Yeah, it doesn't go to 10-bit, does it?
No. So right off the bat, you're working with more.
If you had the Phantom 4 Pro, the ISO is set automatically to 500 when you use the D-Log or the flat mode.
500?
Yeah. You can't lower it to ISO 100.
Why?
I mean, I don't have that on mine because mine has the older model firmware. So it has the legacy firmware.
Always powers of 2, like 100, 200, 400.
Yeah, but when you're in D-Log and you're in a Phantom 4 Pro, somebody else could chime in who has a Phantom 4 Pro in the chat. I know if you use a flat D-Log profile, you're locked in at like 500 or 400 ISO. It's pretty high. You can see a lot of noise.
So even in manual mode, if you were to go into your flat profile D-Log,
right?
If you're in full manual, are you saying that ISO cannot be changed?
If you're full manual mode in the Phantom 4 Pro in the version 1, right, you are locked in at D-Log. You're locked in at 500 ISO. It's either 500 or 400. Someone else could chime in on it. You make me want to power mine up, but I think since mine's on that legacy mode, it doesn't have that.
Any of you guys in the chat know? Because that sounds insane.
Well, you know what I found out about my Evo 2 Pro? You only get HDR 10-bit if you film in auto. If you film in manual, you don't get it. You can't film in HDR.
That's insane.
That's stupid.
I was just playing with the other day and out in the field. And just getting to know everything because the interface is so different. I've told you guys that before.
Yeah,
it's just a whole different interface than what I'm used to. I'm sure you guys will probably see it the same way too. That's what I was going to ask our buddy who took off, since he has the same aircraft.
Oh, you know darn well he hasn't gotten that far.
Yeah, I was going to ask him about the HDR. So as soon as you switch it to manual in 4K, you can only film in HDR. You don't get that,
they would do that
setting.
But aren't you automatically using their color profile, right?
It's 10-bit, but you are not, for whatever bracketing you're not getting in the imaging or whatever. Yeah, it's only set to auto in the Evo 2 Pro. You do manual, it's not there.
That's another DJI marketing scam is what it is.
Well, this is on the Evo 2, Jim.
I know. It's industry wide. It tells you it's waterproof. It's not. It's waterproof, but the camera's not. Okay, so what the hell am I flying for? You know, you can do 10-bit, but you got to do it in our color profile. Well, what the hell's the point of that? I want to do it in D-Log so I can make my own high dynamic resolution video. Rec
It's the same
2020.
thing. It's the same thing in the Mavic 2 Pro. You don't get D-Cinelike, right? You only get D-Log M. You get the HLG, and you get the normal setting. Whereas
Yeah,
in
you
the
gotta
past,
shoot-
you would get a whole host of nostalgia or other stuff. You know what I mean?
But you know what?
It's the
Insane.
same
Yeah,
for me
art-
too, though.
art
It's
was
the
one.
same for me too. You can't use D-Cinelike. You got to use the HLG mode.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know what? I really never liked D-Cinelike. I mean, I've played with all of them on the Pro One. I really don't like any of those bloody style settings. Well, not style. Anyway, I don't like those settings. They're oversaturated, fake,
Color
and
setting? What do you want to call it?
crap. That's what I call it.
Camera profile?
That'll do. Profile. That's the one.
Camera profile.
So I mean, I've mucked around with all of them, and to be honest, I have used a couple of them. Vivid, I think, was one of them in one of my videos. But looking back at the footage, I'd never use it again.
Well, you're getting the most out of your footage with your edits on D-Log using DaVinci.
Right.
You're definitely getting some great imaging.
I love
I mean,
it.
detail.
And that's the only reason I got the Resolve for. I want to do my editing in Photo Director because it's so damn easy. And then I just want to do the color in Resolve.
Well, let's make no mistake. Matt's out there early in the morning. So you're getting the early morning golden hour colors. So you're just taking really good advantage of it and doing a great job, Matt. I couldn't get up that early unless I was getting paid.
No. It
It's
has to
too
be
early.
big pay.
Yeah.
Big pay.
I like.
It would just
Yeah.
never happen with me. I don't get up that early. Forget it.
No.
Look,
It's
to be
tough.
honest, I nearly didn't make it out yesterday.
Oh, no.
I just couldn't be bothered. I dragged myself, and even as I was turning the key to start the car up, I'm going, I couldn't be. I'm so tired. Boom, off I went. Anyway, I was happy I did it. I'm always happy I've done it once I'm out there.
You have your fans. You've got a commitment.
He's definitely dedicated. You're definitely
We
dedicated.
expect a certain level
Oh.
of.
We expect our sunrise or sunset. We don't care which, but one of those.
I'll get sunset.
It's got to have lens flare.
Got to be a tree in there.
You're
Gotta be
missed by a
tree
bird.
and a
You're
bird.
missed by a bird.
And mist is optional, but usually, and some reflection, sun reflecting off the water,
Have to play with them. Yep.
Got to have that
and
lens flare.
everything else is just filler. I think he just gets it. It's a
Missing the
B-roll.
narration, though, man. I don't know what's going on. You kind of went away from that. The wink and the whole going into the intro and
That's because
story.
I gave him so much hell. 2 minutes of narration before you get to the video.
I liked that stuff, Matt. You should get back into that. That was cool. It made it different. It was your signature thing, you know. It just-
40 seconds of those Aussie eyes.
Don, you're opening up a can of worms here, mate. Yeah. Look, you know what? I did one a couple of weeks ago where I was yabbering on, but there was a lot of information about what I was doing and where it was and how and all that sort of
Very
crap.
important stuff, sure.
It is.
To the average viewer, because, we give a shit when we're watching the video.
I just put it in the description. I'm not very photogenic, so at least I don't think so. So
Thank you, Al.
I'm not going to put my
See,
image in there to F up the video.
That's right,
See,
Mike.
It's all starting. But I tell you, one of the reasons, this was just a little bit of an experiment of mine, really, but one of the reasons I didn't do an intro on a few of my latest ones was that I did an intro on one of mine and I chucked it into Reddit. And it was immediately banned for life for what do you call it?
Pedo?
Spam.
Oh, spam on Reddit?
Yeah.
Yeah, Reddit. If they don't like you, oh my God, some of those groups you have to have a tag, then you have to have permission to post it.
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, well, they did it for spam. It was because it was an automated thing, and it said advertising such and such. Because at the beginning of my video, I'm going DJI Mavic 2 Pro, DaVinci, blah 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 blah, talking about this crap, and then I go into the video. So no one's ever seen the video; they just saw the fact that I was pushing all these products.
Oh,
So bam, gone. Can't use
Oh,
that.
that's too bad.
because
It
they
is.
didn't take the 2 minutes to wait for Matt to get done with his Sermon on the Mount before he got to the video.
You're an asshole.
Well, we know that. But did you listen to what he said?
Had
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
skipped to 2 minutes ahead, they would have seen the video.
If they'd done what Adrian does, yes, they would have seen everything. But yeah, anyway, I didn't do a couple of them. Now, the difference between putting it in Reddit and not putting it in Reddit is about 200 views straight up. And if you look at my stats, then Reddit counted for 64% of my total views
Wow.
on a video. But you got to
Wow.
be shitting me. Not that there's a
that's
lot
insane.
anyway. It is.
I never get that.
Hey, Matt, I have to ask you, when you upload your video to YouTube, do you share it on multiple platforms like Facebook and stuff?
Yeah, I always
Yeah.
put it up on Facebook.
Okay.
I've got my Northeast Drone Productions page as well as my normal one, which I just pop up. I don't really use Facebook to post shit anymore, just the drone stuff, to be honest.
I don't put anything on my normal homepage. I don't even like the fact that I did it 10 years ago because I keep getting these memories now. Like when it comes up on Facebook, you pull up Facebook and it says 10 years ago you posted this picture. Do you
Yeah.
want to post it again? I'm like, shit.
Yeah,
I
I
don't remember that.
just had one from 9 years ago pop up.
I don't like that. Thinking of, well, see now, even if you took your photos off, they're still in their computers.
Yeah, they're still there.
They know everything.
Well, they're using it all for face recognition and all that shit.
Absolutely.
Who the hell knows what we agreed to?
We agreed to everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you ever see that South Park episode where they agreed to everything on an Apple product or whatever it was? Did you ever see that episode? No?
No.
Oh, dude. It was one of these episodes, and it really made me almost vomit the way, it was disgusting. But anyway, what do they call it in the end? The human centipede, basically. And it was a disgusting episode.
Well, it's South Park, but so it's automatically disgusting.
It is. But the premise of the whole thing was the fact that everyone had bought these new tablets or computers or whatever, and they're just gone, yes, agree. Right, and off they went, and they did all their stuff. And next minute the owners of this company going, well, you have to come down to here now because we're going to do this and all this sort of crap. So we didn't go, yes, you've already clicked on that, you'd have agreed with it, so now you have to come and do it. Because no one reads the agreement, so no one knows what the hell's in it. Who's going to read all that?
Well, you know what's weird? You know how I sell the Drone Pilot Canada app?
Yeah.
Blatant plug.
Shameless plug there.
Shameless.
Not even shameless. He stood up.
It wasn't, yeah.
So,
No,
At least I was wearing pants.
no segue, anything. It went straight into it. I like it.
Well,
We
Right.
can
at the
thank Don for
beginning of
that.
the app, when you download the app, you have to agree to some terms, and it's basically, you have to accept responsibility for the flying. You can't sue the pants off of me or anything like that.
right.
And it says in there, if you don't agree to this, all of the restricted zones and all the rest of it, the places you can't fly, none of it will show. And you would not believe how many people I get emails from that says, well, I bought the app and it's not working because none of the safety zones are showing.
Yeah.
I said, did you agree to the disclaimer? Maybe not. Well, That's the reason they don't show. So there's people out there that don't agree to stuff. I can't believe it.
Yeah, and
Did I mention Drone Pilot Canada?
yeah. And this is where people are forced to do shit because the app won't work unless you do agree to it.
Hold on, shameless plug. Let him pause.
Oh, drone, sorry. And it forces you to do it, like these apps and all this sort of thing. Like we were talking about the other day, I put a torch app on mine, and it wanted access to my phone numbers.
Yeah. What is that?
What the hell does a torch want to know that shit for?
Otherwise known as a flashlight in America.
Yeah. Oh, geez, Jim.
Jim, that flew over my head.
Even a disclosure.
I would look back at that one.
Unbelievable. Bonnet and hood. And we call it a bonnet.
Hood?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that.
That's right. I'll fill you in on that.
I don't know if my internet's... I'm getting a lot of stuttering on my internet. Can you guys still see me?
Yeah, mate.
Still see you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You're
I thought I heard somebody say bonnet and hood, but
yeah,
it couldn't possibly have been that.
How do you get to your photos in your own damn page? I'm looking at my Facebook page. How do you see the photos you put up?
I don't know.
I'm
I have
not
a
a
social
Facebook guy.
media. I have a social media manager. who
Oh, you
takes-
got to click on your name. I want to show Tim, who was just having some fun there, that I actually have one of those up.
Is this a typo?
It's a what?
constipating. That's different. It's a different condition entirely. I think you get constipated when you swallow stationary supplies. Staples.
Constapling.
It's painful.
Very painful.
The tab.
X-Lax helps that out.
Oh, that's funny.
I can't find that picture. When was that?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my internet. I'm gonna say goodnight or good morning or whatever it is, and talk to you guys later.
No, all right, Don, you take care, man. Thanks for popping on, brother.
All
Take
right.
care, Don.
I don't know whether any of that is going out.
It's working, mate. It's perfect this end. I don't know what's going on there.
And you're just all stuttering and freezing, and it's weird. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys later.
All good, man. Take care, brother.
Of course, I don't know how to get out of this now, so that's getting...
You just pull the plug out the wall, mate.
There you go. Yank the monitor, throw it against on the wall.
Oh, that's funny. I'll tell you what happened last night, right? I was cooking up this meat down on my barbecue, and that was all good and what have you. Anyway, pulled the meat off, and I thought I'll just turn it up so I'll burn off some of the shit that's on there, right? Anyway, so I'll take the meat inside, and my sister calls, and she's trying out this Zoom link anyway. So I'll get on there, and I'm on my computer.
Oh, all right. 20 minutes later. Never mind.
Yeah. I had a fire out the back, right? So anyway, I go out there. Oh, my God. I've got the pool. I've got the water straight onto it. I think I may have, the knobs where you turn all the gas things on, right? They've got these heat-proof things on the electrical lines that on the sparker, and I think they're stuffed. So after today's show, I've got to pull my barbecue apart and see what damage is done because it was an inferno, dude. Not good at all.
So you have the gas turned on, the propane turned on, and it was already ignited?
Yeah. I was
the
burning
knobs
stuff.
turned and all? You gotta watch
well,
with those things.
I was just burning stuff off and I burned it a bit too long.
I thought
If you leave it there and check and walk away, it could be what you ran into, dude.
Dickhead.
I'm sorry. Let me see here. Yeah, let's see if this is it.
What do we got
Can
here?
you see that? I thought perhaps your subject needed to be changed. How come a turtle shell isn't tougher than a piece of plastic?
So is he caught in that? He's caught in the
Okay.
plastic.
Apparently, he's been caught in a Coke can bottle
Wow.
number 6 for 10 years.
Bottle number 6. That's bottle number 1 position, dude.
It's 6 over here. Gotta
Yeah.
remember, everything's different.
On this side of the planet.
You're on the other side of the planet.
What the
So that
hell?
looks like he's got caught in there when he was younger, and the shell has been growing
Just
around.
thrown out. That's crazy.
How is the shell not tougher than the plastic? That's what I'm saying. You know, you would have stretched the plastic.
That just tells you how much it messes up our oceans. It's some pretty tough plastic.
It is too. That's shitty shit, I tell you. Got to tell you something too. Now, Jim's already seen this. Now, I don't know if you remember a couple of weeks ago where Ron went to Sturgis, and there was a chick in there with the number 7 Jack Daniels thing, who actually had a boyfriend from Brisbane.
She was totally painted.
She was.
No clothing here.
Now, Chris Hope sent me this.
I had actually seen it on YouTube.
Yeah, well, I hadn't seen it, and Chris sent me this, and I thought, oh my god, that is the same chick. That is the same chick that Ron talked to. So if I go like that, hello.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
she's in HD there, mate. Ron didn't get that, so
But we saw her live and in person.
Yeah.
we did.
She's a superstar.
She is. Oh, here we go. This is Adrian. Now he'll be saying full screen. There you go, Adrian. Do you remember her, Adrian?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Here comes Mr. Chubby.
It's Jack Daniels.
There you go. There
Jack
you go.
Daniels. Get it?
Yeah.
Jack, kind of get it?
It's a children's program, Adrian. Children's program.
Yeah,
Man,
and I'm showing. And I'm
Man,
showing.
I have a photo very similar to that one.
Jim, I need you to be quiet because for a long time I've been trying to say hi, Jim, hi, LDS, hi, everybody. You won't shut up. Let me talk for a second. Thank you. How you doing, Matt?
How you doing, Adrian? How are you, bro? What's up?
How you doing, LDS?
What's up, Adrian?
Jim?
What's up, Adrian?
What's going on? Everybody in the chat, how you doing? For some reason, Jim, Don, Matt don't know how to shut the hell up and let people talk.
Oh,
Adrian, everything has to stop when Adrian comes on.
wow.
Yes. Ooh, hello.
Oh, God.
Is that Adrian?
I
Is that
like
Adrian
it.
on it?
That's
Adrian,
Adrian.
is that you on a chair?
Hey, blow it up, Jim.
Profile picture.
Is that Adrian? Seriously?
That's a
Yeah,
whole
that's
picture
Adrian.
right there.
Oh, what a strong as that chick.
What's it gonna do?
That's not Adrian.
That is so Adrian.
Something from Adrian's
It's
Facebook
definitely
page.
not me. That's a big old mama jamma right there. How you doing, Steve Carpenter?
You
Brett
think that
Nolan, how you
chair
doing?
is still alive?
Hey,
That was not from IKEA, that chair.
no.
Tim Jackson could not have put that chair together.
Tim Jackson, how you doing?
He could have. Don't be horrible, Jim. He could have put it together. It'd still be doing it, but eventually it'd be together. Brendan Nutley, Steve Carpenter, Phantom Flight 101.
Carpenter.
Oh,
Where's
actually,
Peter Carroll? Is Peter Carroll gonna be on, Matt?
I think I seen Peter here earlier.
Pete was here in the chat. I look. I always send him a link if he wants to pop in. He can, mate. You know, he knows he's always welcome.
How you doing, Brett Nolan?
But he only reserves himself now for the Paul Murray and the like.
Yeah.
What's going on, Phantom Flight 101? How you doing, Herman?
According to him, apparently the better quality shows. You know, he's been pushed to stardom, and now he doesn't want to deal with the plebs. He's moving on. You know.
Can you define quality show?
Yeah. What is quality?
Like I'm like looking for that. Like, what is quality show?
It all
Hold
depends
your
on your
interest.
speed.
I'm new to all this live stuff.
Obviously,
I'm young
you
to it.
haven't seen any quality in our.
No, I found a lot of quality.
Al,
To understand that.
she don't understand what quality is. I don't know
Makes
what.
sense. Where's
I
that?
couldn't
that phone
understand
from?
that. Here are some services you can try for quality. Now, why the hell would my phone go off because Al said quality?
Your phone is a piece of junk.
Is that a
It's-
Huawei phone? Huawei.
It's, no, it's Bixby from Samsung S Note 9.
Bixby.
Yeah, I don't even know what the hell Bixby is, but there it is.
I think
Yeah, I see. Look, hey, Herman's here. Ask Herman. Herman from Phantom Flight 101. Those
How you
guys.
doing, Stock
He has a
Steve?
P4P. I was just reading Tim's question.
How you
Right.
doing,
In the
Stock
Phantom
Steve?
4, remember we talking D-Log?
Yeah.
And that it's locked in at 500 ISO.
400.
So Tim Jackson was just brought that up. And I think Phantom Flight 101 has obviously a Phantom 4 Pro.
That's
So I don't know if you. That's Herman. Yeah.
have you tried it, Herman? I don't know if he plays with the D-Log. Be honest.
I don't know if you said. I'm sorry about interrupting. I was rude. It's bad etiquette. God damn it, Adrian, you're rubbing off on me.
Hey, I don't rub nothing. Don't even try. Don't
That's
don't
bad etiquette.
don't let everybody know that.
Yeah. See, Herman said it's locked at 500. See, so you can't drop the ISO using that D-Log. Looks pretty noisy too. Going back to earlier.
So Thomas Ariel said a show without me is a quality show.
Hey, Matt,
Anything. Yes, mate.
I want to interrupt Adrian. I'm sorry.
And then Peter Carroll actually agreed that was true, Thomas. Okay, I got you. And then Herman said it is. Okay. Then Steve gonna laugh. Okay. Then Mars FPV gonna laugh. Okay. Then Night Train gotta say something about it. Okay.
Yeah.
Adrian, you have a following. You have a following.
Amen. Look here. I guess I'm famous.
Is that because of the
So going back to you,
sweet
Matt,
Melinda?
how was your day today, Matt? Was your day pretty good?
It was.
Oh, we miss you, buddy. We really did.
Well, you
I
know
Well,
what?
you miss him all the time because you never tune in.
Why did you remove that, Jim?
Where's my
Oh.
phone?
Because Adrian was just, he didn't
No,
care.
I have not. I don't even know what the hell's going on.
Captain
How
Ray
you-
Kelly. How are you, mate?
Ray
Any
Kelly.
ideas?
Oh, now, who was saying they had a problem with their Spark?
Matt,
Um,
I'm
Spark
trying to ask you the question, Matt.
Mike
Mike wasn't he? Yes.
Mike Kinney had a problem.
That's right. Mike Kinney had a
Is
problem.
that showing? That's not showing the one photo that I wanted to show.
Hello, Aldiaz. Hello.
Adrian, it just seems like 1,000 voices.
Yeah, because
Distracted.
Jim won't shut up.
You haven't got a headset, have you,
What were
Adrian?
you saying, bro?
I don't have it yet, buddy.
Okay,
I don't
It's
even
gonna-
know
should be
which one I
coming.
don't have it yet.
it should be coming.
Look at, oh man, Facebook really does keep your photos. Check this shit out.
How you doing, Ray Kelly?
I mean, how many people are proud to announce this crap? Look at this,
Hey.
Matt.
Matt, do me a favor and put
Hey,
up
Ray.
Adrian, do me a favor and put a headset
All right,
on.
honey. Good night.
No.
Love you.
No. Do you see what Bob Casey said? Why is Bob Casey asking me that?
What's Bob Casey put up there?
He said, when was the last time I manscaped? What's up with that? That's
Oh.
supposed to be kept a secret.
We're
Well-
so on topic, man.
What?
He's just trying to
What?
fire us up and get us.
When was the last
get a
time you
topic
kept
going.
that shit secret, mate? And maybe you should have kept it secret. When was the last time you kept your
Cállate la
manscaping?
boca. Cállate la boca.
Yeah,
Donde está Casa de Pepe?
fries and sauce, mate. I don't know anybody else who shares that amount of information with any other bloke.
Oh my God, whatever. Stop Crimea River.
Well, no, I'm not that emotional. I've got to take more estrogen pills like you, I guess, to try and get that emotion out. And I guess you think that because you're on those estrogen tablets,
Oh,
that
Dios mío, here we go.
you can share your intimate feelings with other men. It just doesn't happen like that, mate. It's not a girl's night out.
Hey, Adrian, have you flown the Evo 2 yet?
Yes, I
Take it
did.
for a
You
second
watched
flight?
the video.
I seen a video. This like more than one flight.
No. There's a storm coming this way, man. It's been raining every day. Like I keep telling you guys, it's been raining every freaking day nonstop.
I don't know what he's talking about. I'm here in Florida. It's dry.
Well, unfortunately, in my side of town, obviously it rains more than you, so whatever.
I was gonna ask you to do me a favor and do something on your Evo for me to see if it only does it in auto mode.
Okay. Shoot.
HDR video in 4K can only be filmed in 4K. On the Evo 2, on the Pro, I can only use HDR, the film feature, the profile, in auto setting. I can't use it in manual setting. So I was seeing if you have that same issue.
Okay.
No idea what you're talking about.
Well, I guess what I'm gonna do is I'll have to go ahead and give you a ring, and then we'll talk about it. That way you can kind of walk me through it.
Sometime next year.
Cool.
I think Peter Carroll, I don't know what you're talking about. Thank you for the acknowledgement, though. I need an award.
Now, Mars here,
Yeah,
probably
Matt.
isn't.
Hey, Drone, how you doing, man?
He's probably not talking geographical here. He's probably
Oh, what is this right here?
Geographical.
he's probably talking about the wrong side of the bench. To be honest, what team is Adrian playing for? Have you ever played for any teams, Adrian?
With men on them.
Have I did what?
Have you ever played any games with teams?
With men on them.
Mm.
Okay, in English. Go ahead, say it again.
Team sports, mate.
Shut up.
Have you ever had any team sports, mate? What team did you play for?
With men.
None.
You haven't.
Only girls.
Only girls, exactly. What Jim just said.
I didn't say anything.
No, well, I was just wondering what team you played for, Adrian.
We played for the other team.
Is that the swinging doors?
You guys. You guys are fucking moron.
I'm very good at this. You can't even see my lips move when I
I
talk.
am not fucking with you guys tonight. You guys have played too goddamn much.
Anyone would think you had a ventriloquist doll, Jim.
It was that good, wasn't it?
Yes, I could probably get you one of them real quick.
Adrian played for the other team.
They-
I said my lips move at all.
Thomas. Adrian was one who never got picked.
That's because of the hat brim. Dude,
That's
if you don't know
right.
how to put on the friggin' hat, you're not playing on this team.
No.
Go over there with the girls. Go.
If only Adrian was as straight as his brim. Now, what have we got here?
That's for Tim Jackson.
Oh, dear me. That is one sexy man.
The old bar days. Yep.
Hey,
I love that.
hey, Aldiaz, according to UPS, it will be here Monday, the 24th.
Okay, cool.
Tell
I
me
should have been there today.
Was that ladies' night, Jim? Free drinks for ladies.
Was that you there, Jim?
Yeah, that's me.
Where's the stash?
It was Halloween, dude.
I mean, the stash I thought was like legendary. You had that ever since birth.
The
Like it's a
stash and the
birthright.
beard went for this one. I used to have a beard in those days. That's for you, Tim. Told you I had it. I knew there was one on file.
What was that last night?
Peter Carroll says that was last night. I used to drink those, and I used to tell them just color it with the orange juice.
What's that? A screwdriver?
Yep,
Oh
Yep.
God, that's repulsive.
just color it with the orange juice.
That's all that
Alcoholic
fluff.
in those days.
No fluff. You just got to go straight to the head. Then you know your limit. Then you know when you got to stop.
Used to drink that shit by the bottle.
Ugh, I'm not much of an orange juice fan.
There's no pina coladas there, mate.
No, nothing fruity. You didn't see any friggin' umbrellas, did you, Adrian?
No.
Nothing pink about that.
Okay, so I got a question for you guys about this right here. It says that on a video, I got a copyright claim.
For music?
It was one where I guess it was a stupid little fucking little TikTok video, and it had a little bit of music in there, like somebody's singing some kind of church song or something.
Yeah.
And it said that it doesn't affect my channel whatsoever, but because like you cannot use it to monetize it, something like that.
Yeah, okay. So you showed a TikTok video on your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You
So,
did it? Well, that's why. Yeah, it's music, mate. It's music.
You would have known that had you watched Adrian's channel, which I did, and I saw the video. But
That was ages ago, that one.
man, thank you, Jim. Jim, this is the nicest thing you ever said about me before. Thank you, man. I love you, dog.
Speaking of Adrian, Matt, and you have not talked about it, and Jim, Adrian did a great edit. And I think it was his last update. Adrian was
I love you all the years. Thank you, man. Thank you,
man.
man. I appreciate it.
It was recently. I think it was one of the most recent ones.
let me see your PayPal
Go on
account.
his channel.
Al.
Go on his channel.
No, bullshit, Al. Let me see your PayPal account.
He did. I commented on it.
I think
right,
Al's
Adrian? I'm
paid.
pretty sure it was the swamp. It
Yes.
was like the swamp
Yes,
or
you
something,
did.
or I can't remember.
Yes,
It was.
you did.
It was about a week or so ago. You guys didn't see it?
It was at the
No, must be the only
Ortelli.
buddy.
I
No, I don't think it was the Maiden Flight. It was with
No, it was
with
the one that I put.
Mavic Air 2, right?
The other one that I put RIP John Spizzo.
There you go. He actually did an edit. It was it was the John Spizzo one.
He actually did an edit.
yeah,
Did I say that? I didn't. Hold on.
but it's true.
Aliyah, what's up with that? I mean, you just fucked
I
it
didn't
up.
mean to come out like that.
You were on the
In other
road.
words,
You know what I meant. You know
Dude,
what I meant.
words, he
You did say the
actually
truth.
You
It's
said
different
I
from
didn't
your-
edit.
I'm just
He
saying it's
actually
different
put
from what
some
you
effort in.
normally do. That's what I meant to say. I apologize. Not like I'm a guru or a pro or anything like that. I'm just saying it's different.
Yeah, it's different because he did an edit.
Who did you send the footage to, Adrian, to do that for you?
Who
I actually
edited?
I did that myself on the phone using
You said he
iMovie.
did on the phone, yeah.
Holy shit! Yeah, righto.
It's a Play School app.
This son of a bitch. He can never give me any credit.
Did you guys see it? Seriously? Have you guys
Damn,
seen
I
it?
bought
Just
the
finished
Joe.
it?
I can't
I've
stand you.
seen it. They're just messing with you. It was just like last time I was on here. You guys were telling me my reception was crappy. And I go back and look, and it looked all right.
We do
I
that,
checked the replay.
especially if someone's got something new, like a microphone or something like that. How's my microphone sound? We go, we can't hear you. Can anyone hear him? And they go, what? This sucks. We can hear every freaking word.
You're such a
Mike
dick.
Kinney says that was Adrian's best video.
It was
Yes,
an edit.
yeah.
You guys have not seen it. Play it, Matt. You got to play it. At least play without the music. It deserves it. It was a rest in peace, John Spizzo, right?
Did you actually put music in it?
He did.
Actually,
It was an edit.
on my app on the iMovie, that's music that's there for free for me to use.
So that should be okay for us to play then, right?
Should
No,
be.
Your
No, it's
channel
free and open source
on mine, yeah, but remember you don't have iMovie. If you don't have iMovie, then it will be against you, I guess.
Hmm.
But since I have it, I used it under my account, then maybe
Is this the one, Adrian?
let me see. Yes, that one.
Righto. Let's go have a look at this.
Okay, he's got to show the birds, just to let you know. He's got to show the birds. I'm happy.
Just to let you know what I used.
Yeah, I know, I
iMovie
like
does the cuts for you, doesn't it?
iMovie
No,
is a great editor.
I added a little music myself.
Yeah, but it does the cuts for you because I know
They'll,
my
they'll never
granddaughter.
cut where you want them, though, Jim. They'll never cut where you want them. And they'll pick out stupid scenes and ones you would never use. So here we go. A bit later in the day there, Adrian. Beautiful.
Mm.
You would have got a nice sunset that night too. It would have been a bit orangey through those clouds.
Look at the clarity of the grass.
Mm.
It's a
Striking.
good song. Too.
Striking.
I was using the Andy 16.
What time in the afternoon? About 2, 3?
No, that was actually at 7:30 p.m.
Oh wow!
I can almost reach out and touch it. You see this kind of land here, Adrian? That's what they want to fill in and build houses on around me, the marshland.
That's crazy.
They want to just fill it in. And they got permission to do it, too, from the Army Corps of Engineers.
Adrian, you could be same thing with Jim. You guys could have a lot of stuff to film.
Let's see, Jim is a
The
jacket.
swamps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He won't invite me over there.
But you see what we got to work with? And Matt says, oh, I'm sure there's great stuff you can put up. Yeah, look at Florida. This is Florida. Welcome to it.
Mate.
Look at those beautiful mountains in the background.
Oh my God, Adrian, it's set to auto.
Oh come on! I mean, don't cast stones, Matt. Come on, he's learning.
No. Dude, we're just having a mucking around with him, mate.
We always pick on his editing.
This is a good one. Too bad. I mean, the music he selected was good too.
Oh, that was a smooth turn. Look at that.
God damn it! I knew you were about to say something.
Adrian, just to let you know, on iMovie, you can
I
edit that out. It takes about another 2 minutes. You can edit that out.
I know.
Just don't get quality like that every day.
I think you just have to hear it with the music. Music just makes it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, look at those power lines. Geez,
Yeah,
you have to wait for them.
Look at that. You can't just see them everywhere.
No, look at those. Oh, that's. Oh. Oh, yeah, you have to show me that move. That was good.
All right. I can't stand you, motherfuckers.
Look at that. No parking sign. So where is Adrian?
No, but Jim, hey, I'll be able to help you for a second.
It says no parking right there.
No, hey Jim, in that area, it says no parking, but you can actually park right there. People be fishing on both sides right there.
And now you can legally get a ticket right from watching your YouTube video.
Adrian, I give you
right?
props on that. It's the,
Are you
they
all right
didn't
on
hear the
that?
music. Take two more minutes and edit out that fast movement.
That buttery
And you'll be
smooth
good, man.
movement, that cinematic move.
You take that out, extra 2 minutes.
Look, she
They look
thinks
good,
it's funny too. She thinks it's hilarious. Now, honestly, Adrian, well done, mate. And you've got to muck around. You've got to muck around with your editing and all that sort of. Well, I mean, if you want to, but you know, there's a lot to learn when it comes to that crud too, dude. So, you know, one day you'll actually able to bring it home yourself without pushing return to home. You'll make it one day, mate. You will.
Do you hit return to home every time?
I don't think I've ever hit return to home, but okay.
I mean, it's good to like try it once in a blue moon, you know, to test out if it's working. But I think you want to fly it back yourself.
Matthew, I have a special message for people like Adrian who shoot guns and hurt things.
Adrian's a gunslinger. You're not a droner. You're a gunslinger.
Put that message up.
Okay, to all hunters who kill animals for food, shame on you. Oh my God. Oh dear. That's almost like deer
He's
crossing.
an idiot. Fucking idiot. No, he did not. To all hunters who kill animals for food, shame on you. You ought to go to the store and buy the meat that was made there. Really? Where no animals were harmed?
This is Americans who are allowed to walk the same streets as me. They're allowed to drive cars. They're allowed to propagate and have kids.
Procreate, mate.
Is that?
Propagate.
Are there a lot of those back east in Florida? I would think there was a little bit more out here in the left coast.
A lot of New Yorkers too are in
Really?
this. Yeah,
Okay.
Some people.
a lot of Long Island mates of mine fit
You
into
being
this
yourself,
category.
right?
Yeah,
Kind of.
That's ridiculous.
allowed to walk the planet freely.
Yeah. Give me a second.
Let me see here. What is this? Man, even on your Facebook photos, there's another page that says your photos.
Jim, it might sound crazy. I don't do Facebook. I told you I only did Facebook for that one gig I got, so I can get into that Facebook whatever production thing. But I don't do Facebook. I don't want it to catch up with me in my past.
There's a lot of photos on there, man. And the thing, you know what, Al? When I turn on my iPad Mini, it says that my iCloud is full.
Just got to address this. Well, that's with someone ugly. That's for sure. But if I cop a look at myself in the mirror, it only lasts 10 seconds. What's Adrian doing? Can you read lips? Actually, he's impossible to read lips. That crappy camera he's got.
Yeah. There you go. Matt, I bought this camera. I have to show you this because I just said goodnight to my granddaughter, who is now 12. Okay.
Oh, you kidding me?
She's 12, and the camera is still sitting in that same position.
Nothing hanging off of it, like old clothes or anything like that?
I've put that to great use in all
Mate,
these years.
What do you do? The nightly news there, do you?
That thing is huge.
Look at it.
Could you see into the future? Didn't Thanos use that in the new Marvel movie or the old Marvel movie that just came out? The camera's huge.
That's got a 2x zoom.
Spent the $1 million, never used it.
How much-
It's still sitting there.
How much did you pay for that when you first bought it? Must have been arm and a leg.
It was about, I don't know, 5,000, something like that.
Wow.
And I bought the Adobe Creative Suite at the same time, which is still in the boxes on the shelf with the how-to videos. You know what those? I'll take it back. I even have Macromedia Studio 8 videos and load discs to load. And Macromedia Adobe bought out Macromedia how many years ago? 1 million?
Wow.
Hey Mars, are you on my Messenger, mate, on my Facebook?
That's when I was gonna buy an RV and take to the roads, Al.
Wow. Could that thing be carried by a drone?
You can take it off the tripod and put it on your shoulder.
Oh, I'm just asking. I think Tim was
No, it's too
alluding
big.
to that.
Too big
Yeah.
for the drone.
You can hook it under the Mini, mate, and
I think the Mini can carry that.
you might go over the 250 though.
Jim's not even paying attention to the thing that the statement Tim made.
He's on
Right.
he's on a tangent now.
Let me ask you guys a question. How many pages you got open when you're doing a live stream? Jim?
I'm looking at.
Jim is like kind of looks like
Facebook.
me. Like he's looking at the world. Like everything's open in front of him. Same thing with Matt. Adrian looks lost.
There's the camera, and then you take that off and put a $500 Anton Bauer battery on the back of it.
Wow.
And then, just for kicks, because I was so into it, I bought this. I guess I'll have to show it. How do you do that?
Wirecast. Agent K, how are you? Wirecast. Oh, look, I don't know, man. I see a lot of people with a lot of problems with Wirecast.
Oh, I wrote field wrong.
Actually,
You heard it's good from who? I know he's kidding there because
yeah, dude.
we've seen the screams on that.
Chris Hope. Hello, my man. How are you?
Chris Hope.
Oh, that is slow.
Hope you're doing all right, Chris. Hope.
I wonder why people persist with Wirecast because, I mean, from what I see, I mean, sometimes it runs absolutely fine, but other times it's an absolute freaking nightmare, and you need some sort of computer degree to try and get a live stream going. And when it does go, it just crashes. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. Greg's show just crashes. There you go. Yeah, Oz by Drone it does too. It's terrible, man.
Did he just crash again?
I don't think so. I think Chris was just saying that his crashes, as in Greg's show just crashes all the time.
Brent Ariels, Bacardi White with a squeeze of lime and Coke for the calor.
Cardi?
I didn't know Bacardi had a white. It's rum.
It is, yeah, Bacardi, white rum. Yeah. With a dash. We're starting to get into Adrian territory here with these fancy drinks.
Yeah, a lot of foo-foo.
Yeah. Oh, I know you were, mate. Oh, yeah, I know. Really good. Yeah, we should give that a go. It's funny, you know, because this StreamYard never gives me any problems at all. But I'm not too sure. Well, you obviously can't do the same thing in StreamYard as what you can when it comes to what do you call it? What's that other? Oh, what's that shit people use? I've had a go at it. That other one, Ari uses it.
OBS?
OBS. You got to run an OBS if you're going to do multiple screens and all sorts of shit on a regular basis, I guess, and bringing people in and.
Matt, this guy lost his dog.
Unfortunately. Look at the dog. He's got no eye. Oh, it did.
Oh, he did crash.
Oh, shit, man.
And he does the consulting for Ken on how to get his show going.
Yes. Yes.
Well.
Wow.
What's the other one? Oh, vMix and OBS. I've never seen people crash with OBS. What I have seen is when your internet isn't good enough, it gets really crappy, like Al's camera.
You know, he just did the one eyebrow raise at you, mate. You're in a lot of
yeah.
Al, you remember last week you were bitching about
Hey,
your
Matt,
camera
did you get
left
it?
and right.
I wasn't. You guys kind of
Hey, Matt,
pissing
did you
me
get
the F off. Adrian, I'm talking to this guy. Where's the etiquette here? Come on.
I know. It just stomps all over you.
It's like every time we want to say a sentence, you're cutting in.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's okay.
No, now we don't want it.
I'm not going to talk about it. I mean,
We
what
wanted
do
to
I have
talk
to say?
before.
You
All
just,
right.
you just got to
All right.
remember, Al, whatever we say is it's just mucking around, man.
Yeah, I have to realize that.
You
So-
do.
He takes it so seriously.
I am like that though.
You are, because
realize.
you
I am like
were
that.
crazy over your camera last week.
Okay. All right, Aldiaz, I got a confession to make. Your camera was
Today,
crappy. Today your camera looks amazing. Last week it was crappy. Not.
Oh,
Is the Vaseline on the lens for the effect? Brent, put that down. You got to go to that one. Adrian, what Gary just put on there is how I see your camera. It's like looking through a glass, in the aquarium.
Adrian's is never perfect.
I got shit internet. I got crappy fucking internet over here, man.
I remember Peter Carroll asked you once whether you'd taken the protective plastic cover off of it. From you.
Yep.
Anyway, Jim, listen, I got a video that I want to go ahead and share. It has no music in it.
Wait a minute. I got this picture here for you. Matt won't share it, though.
Oh, sorry. I see that there. Oh,
Let Matt share this picture, and then you can share your video. He used your manscaping products, Adrian.
Dude.
All right, now what video are you sharing, Adrian? That can top this.
Okay, now remember when you said, Jim, when you put that little thing about how the person said something about stop killing animals, by the meat has been grown. Okay, this is about this idiot that pretty much he's driving. He got stopped by a cop, and this jackass said he was not driving. He was actually traveling.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Adrian,
So yes, what is it, Matt?
never, ever have a go at me about talking before I put a video up, because that was boring as batshit.
Okay, so let me hit share to see if it'll work. Go ahead, Matt. Waiting on you. You son of
Well,
a
I'm waiting
bitch.
for you to put
He's telling the cop he's not driving, he's traveling.
it. Yeah.
Like through time and space. Is he on mushrooms or something?
Here we go. See, now if I'd said that to Al would have jumped through the screen and punched.
Baltimore County Police.
Can't see the video.
The reason what's that? I don't. It's just your tits, man. Your tits
You still
are
don't see it?
and you got tits on the front.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
see it now. You can go ahead and hit the theater view. Yeah, there you are. We got it.
I'll get that situated. Are you the registered owner of the car?
May I speak to a supervisor?
You want to speak to a supervisor in
Yes.
reference to what?
I just want to speak to a supervisor.
In reference to? I mean, I can get a supervisor out here. I just need to let them know what you're calling them out here for. You know what I mean?
Because I had these papers right here.
Okay.
So I'll get the tip took off.
Okay.
But if it's a problem, then I would like to speak to a supervisor.
What do you mean if it's a problem? Like if it's illegal?
No, like I know that it's not illegal because I'm not driving, I'm traveling.
Okay.
But I'm saying
You're operating a motor vehicle. I mean, we can agree on that.
so I'm just saying if that's a problem, then I would like to speak to a supervisor.
Okay, I understand that. I'll get the supervisor started out here. Okay. You got your license or any sort of identification with you?
No,
You don't have any sort of identification?
no.
Do you have a Maryland driver's license?
I don't have a driver's license because I'm not driving anymore.
I know, I understand that. But you know, you're operating a motor vehicle. You and I can agree on that. You say that you're traveling. I say you're driving. We can agree on the grounds that you're operating a motor vehicle. Yes? You're currently in Baltimore County.
Can I speak to a supervisor?
I'm going to get I'm just explaining all this out to you. I see you got your video started. I want to give you the best explanation that I can, okay?
Yes, sir.
So you and I can meet on the common grounds that you're operating a motor vehicle on Baltimore County roads in the state of Maryland. Yes? We agree on that. You're not driving, you're
I don't
traveling.
agree with that.
You don't agree with
I agree that I'm traveling.
You're traveling on Baltimore County roads in a motor vehicle that you're operating.
God.
Can I speak to a supervisor?
Like I said, I'm going to get one started out here. No big deal. All right? I'm just going to grab your name real quick.
I am eBay.
Are you the registered owner?
I am eBay.
No, I understand that. Is this your vehicle? Or did you steal it? You borrow it?
I would like. Can I speak to a supervisor?
Like I said, I'm gonna get one started out here. No big deal. All right?
All right. Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
Oh my
So-
God.
I want to ask you guys a question. Jim, I don't know how you feel, but if I was a cop, I think I would have ripped that guy out of the freaking car a long time ago. I would have lost my patience right then and there. The
Yeah,
cop
but you
is
got anger
super
issues.
friendly.
And that's why you're
Yep.
not a cop.
But you've got anger issues, Adrian, and I've seen you when
swear.
someone delivers. I've seen you when someone delivers a pizza to your door. You pull your gun and off you go.
You want to
There's
kill the
no-
pizza man. You can't wait to shoot the pizza delivery boy.
I heard a noise. I heard a noise.
I said pepperoni. Bam, 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 bam.
Can I please speak to a
I'm
supervisor?
gonna get one started out here. Like I said, no big deal.
All right. All right. Thank you.
I am traveling. What's his name? I am me.
I might be.
Look over this stuff.
Look over what?
Your paperwork right there. I just want to make sure I don't violate any sort of your code of ethics, all right? You mind if I take it and read it?
Yes. You
Okay.
can read.
All right. Do I need to read that one as well?
That's an oath to that you guys take as to the
Okay.
office.
Okay.
That's the oath that you take.
Do I need to read that one as well?
This is just the court papers that back it up, but I would like to speak to a supervisor.
Okay. You mind if I read that? I'd like to. I mean, I'd like to understand a little bit more about what you're saying. You know,
Can I speak to a supervisor?
I'm gonna request a supervisor as soon as I go back to my
All right.
vehicle.
Okay.
Like I said, I just want to understand a little bit more. I don't want to violate any sort of your code of ethics or anything like that. Okay, that's how we're gonna do it. I appreciate it. Hang tight for 1 second.
All right.
Yes, Brian Mack. He did say my name is
Hey,
eBay.
Antonio,
He's going to jail.
pull down your window so I can speak with you.
All
right. So here's the deal. I know you have a learner's permit. Okay, you don't have a driver's license. Your name's Antonio Clifford Jackson Jr. Date of birth 9/27/98. You're 5'7",
That's not
135. I pulled your picture up.
That's
in the-
my
in the car.
ex-relation of me.
Okay, yeah, I pulled your picture up.
Oh.
Here's the thing: when you went to the MVA to get your learner's permit, you submitted to a whole bunch of rules and regulations to follow. Okay, I'm just letting you know. I know that you're driving without a license. You're driving with a learner's permit. I have a couple options right now. Okay, I can give you a whole bunch of tickets, give you a whole bunch of warnings, or I can make you get out of the car, find another ride, and tow your car because you're driving without a license. That's where we're at right now. So, if
May I
you want,
speak to a supervisor?
my supervisor's on the way out here right now.
All right.
Like I said from the very beginning, no big deal. So,
Like that, that'll
is this how we're going to book it? I'll go back and I'll start writing the tickets right now. You can go ahead and call for a ride because I'm going to tow the car. You're driving without a driver's license. So,
we're not going to sit here for 23 minutes, are we, Adrian?
No, I was hoping not, but you know,
that's a
Oh,
once
we're
you
not.
get to age,
Can
no.
we zip through? Wait. What was the culmination of all that?
I've explained everything to you.
What happened?
Where's the
What
video?
What happened at the end? Did he?
Did
No,
he
we
get
just get to
shot
we
6
get
times?
we're gonna listen to it. We can't see it. We're just gonna listen to it because Adrian is gonna play it.
Did he?
Play
Did
the
he get cuffed,
song.
mate? Adrian.
Holy Christ. Hello,
I'm here.
Adrian.
Did he?
Is this thing working? Adrian. Hello, Adrian. Are you there?
1, 2. Did he get cuffed? Did he get cuffed?
No, he did not. He got kicked out of the car, and he
Two
got.
things
he
I
got-
want to know. Two things,
Thank you.
Adrian. Why did you play that video? That's one. Two, why didn't you show the end of the video? Like we all wanted to see what.
It's a 2-part video. It's actually 2 videos. That was the first one. There's another one.
Well, we didn't really need to watch that video after your absolutely fantastic introduction to it. We could have gone straight to the end.
Night Train said, "Watch my windmill flight with no audio. Would it be better?"
Hey, Adrian.
Hey man, how you doing?
Good, mate. Good. Hey, I was watching your live stream the other night, right?
It wasn't his live stream. It was his video explanation of him. It was a digital impersonation of him.
It was a hologram.
Hologram.
Oh, a blue cup today. See? Unreal.
I was not driving. I was traveling. Okay. I was
That's not my
traveling.
name. That's an explanation of me. Wish you
Exactly.
people would stop using that.
You know what? But this is what we're dealing with. You know what's that? What
How are
is
these
that?
people walking the earth?
Man, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. So how did your live show go the other night, Adrian?
It went all right because I'm Jim. Who else? Jim, and then that random, and somebody, and Steve just took over the show. I was just there just as a guest, but it was great.
So in
That's
other
being
words, it
real.
went really well for a change. Good. Hey, I haven't seen Dad Random. Haven't seen Dad Random for quite some time. It was good to see him on the show, mate. How much did you pay him?
Brent says there needs to be a braiding test. I agree.
Adrian.
What, man?
I think we're all running on lag. We're a little bit slow today.
What is it, man?
All right? I don't know. I think it's just me.
Yeah, I think it is. Your camera is so wonderful today. You know, just so wonderful.
It is. It's a lot clearer today.
This is camera envy. Is that like penis envy?
Yeah.
Can't beat your 4K.
My camera can only do 720, and it's 2019. I'm
My
embarrassed.
beautiful camera. My little Brian.
Matt, hey,
I'm
Matt,
embarrassed.
Matt is in 4K. It really is.
It is. And look at the dynamic range of that T-shirt he's got on. What?
The 70s ain't dead, baby.
Yeah.
How you doing, Brian Mac? B Mac, how you doing, man? What's going on,
Brian.
Mike?
Hey, Brian, how are you?
Oh
Gonna be
shit!
back.
I'm just
Glad
waiting.
you're here, Brian.
Actually-
Alleviate some of the pain from Adrian.
Actually, Matt, I think Aldia's camera is in HDR 264, 265. What do you think? 264, 265?
That'll be a 265 rendered off to a 264, I think.
In
Is that
8-bit.
No, it's 10-bit by the looks.
See,
Ow.
you're getting them.
Ow.
Breathe in, breathe out. In with the good air, out with the bad.
I'm learning on these live streams. You have to open up other like windows and doors, so when you guys start talking smack, you just focused on that page. You read what's on it, and you ignore what's on that page. I read this page, ignore what's going on in that page, and it goes in one ear and out the other.
Hey,
I'm
Aldia,
learning as I go. You guys are veterans in this. I haven't been doing this
Hey,
very long.
Aldias, that's exactly what I do when Jim pisses me off is ignore the shit out of him.
You do that on a daily basis anyway, Adrian.
hey, Matt, listen. Did you see how Aldias went? Like he's focused. He was focused on the screen. Like, okay, fuck these people. They just pissing me off. I'm
I
not
know
gonna
they're
say.
having
I thought
Let
it was an etiquette to this. Let's get that poll going. Is it okay to watch 2 different streams, maybe even 3 at one time? Just saying.
If you're watching
thought-
Adrian's show, then yes, it is. You can have 5 going.
So you can. Oh, that's okay. There's no etiquette to it. You shouldn't. So you can respond to all different ones while you're watching all different ones.
So, I got a question for you, Al. What did you do differently with this camera? Because you look good tonight, man. You really do.
It might be his internet, mate, because you get up and downs on.
I told you my internet was all screwed up. There's major fires over the mountain over here. There's major fires everywhere here in California.
I was going to ask you about that.
There's
Aldia.
one about. There's
the
one.
news.
What was that?
I heard the news about all the fires in California.
Yes. In San Jose, there's one right up here in the mountain, about 3-4 miles away. That's
Oh, I like that, Jim. Please send that to me, Jim. Please send that to me.
The license plate.
Hey, listen. I want to make a shirt just like that. Send it to me, please. Holy crap, that's good.
That's funny.
Now, Aldias, I think you need to go ahead and put a tattoo on your forehead that says that right there. That'd be cool.
I am an asshole. I try not to be, but I am. I want to be nice.
But I'm saying, but Aldias, all jokes aside, what did you do differently with this camera? Because you really look, I could see like your picture just popping out Like in
You look
I'm
marvelous.
I'm in 8K coming out, like boom,
Look at this beautiful lighting I have here, gentlemen. Check it out.
almost
Oh.
8K.
You know,
That's
Whoa!
8K lighting.
Look, that's what I got too, right here. Same thing.
There you go. You see? I got it at the flea market. Where'd you get
Wait,
yours?
I got mine from Amazon. There's a difference.
I'm only joking. I did get it at Amazon. Nobody knew the flea market joke, I guess. Oh well.
no.
So Aldia,
Flea
listen.
markets? There are no flea markets in Florida?
Aldia,
It's just too hot. Nobody wants to go to the flea market in Florida.
Aldia, quit ignoring me. I'm asking you, what did you do? Is it in 4K, 6K, 8K? Your
Hey,
camera?
Al, can I ask you a question? Why is Adrian's camera always so shitty?
Yeah, you know, here's a guy calling the kettle black, and his camera looks like crap.
I already know it is.
No, he's actually saying that your camera looks good today.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I appreciate it. Thanks.
It does.
720. It's not 4K.
But Adrian,
I don't have the expensive camera like Jim has.
but what you got to remember, Adrian, is that we've already
Don't joke, Jim. Easy there. It's just a
Yeah.
brio.
Because
Probably
it
not.
comes out so crappy and it's a 4K camera. It's like, what the hell?
It's probably not the first time that a man has made chin choke. Now, what you got to remember, Adrian,
Whoa. Whoa. Slow down there, sailor.
Nothing. No? Is that what it was, Jim?
Christ.
that was slammed in.
You think I don't hear this shit? I catch it all.
You got to be quick in the show.
I wouldn't have said that to Al. Ooh.
There's a couple of things flying by my head left and right.
I would not have appreciated that in the manner.
No.
Who's sharing this? James is. Oh, Jim.
It's all Jim. This mother got some bullshit to share.
I love that.
Oh, that's funny. But we have already answered that question to Al from Adrian, and it was the fact that our internet was a bit pooey last week or whenever it was.
It's been running crappy.
Yeah.
So with your camera today, is it in 1080p?
No,
7K, 4K?
I actually got screwed on my purchase with my computer because if I had waited 2 months later, I could have gotten a new 2020 iMac with the 1080 camera. This one's only 720. This is 2019 720.
But it's not the case. You said you got screwed, so
720, buddy. That's my point. It's 720. It's not 4K.
okay.
Matt, this is what Adrian did to his poor little critter.
Imagine that.
First of all, I don't even like animals like that. So no. Especially cats.
What?
I don't like cats.
So
You don't like animals like that. What any
A
four-legged animal?
A cat.
You don't like
Jim, you've gone way back. I just realized the dates on these things.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that, Matt?
Well,
He's going back to memory lane. 2016 or 14. Holy cow.
What I actually did notice there was the fact that Adrian just admitted to everybody that he doesn't like pussies. So,
That's right.
it's it answered the question from previous.
Well, I'm sorry that you like that kind of pussy. I don't.
how many
There you
kind?
Chicken ain't nothing but a bird.
No comments, Aldias? No.
I'm looking at that other screen, remember?
I don't know why you keep moving the camera.
Screen and read.
Why you keep moving the camera, Aldia? Why can't you just leave it alone?
I'm not. I think I got. It's like Tourette's. Instead of saying things, I got to move. So I'm touching the camera, playing with myself underneath the desk. Things like that.
I think Jim want a little peekaboo. See, he's trying to reach up. Like, Jim, you want to see? No.
Yep, Matt, your show's gone to shit. Just to let you know. Sorry about that. I think
sorry.
I left you a thumbs up. Oh, I did leave your thumbs up. So
Oh,
You got-
make
okay.
sure you guys all leave your thumbs up. There's
He
one
got a
hater.
thumbs down for me.
I think Jim gave you a thumbs down.
He
No,
did.
I gave him a thumbs down. He got a thumbs down from me
Oh, that was from you. Oh, okay.
because he was
Really?
ignoring me earlier.
Really? You gave me a thumbs down, did you, Adrian?
Al. Hello, Al.
Yeah, my camera is screwed up again.
I got a picture of Adrian's girlfriend here.
Now, thumbs down from Adrian. Let's have a look. So,
Okay.
holy shit. I don't have to do that one. It's got enough already.
Jim, get off my goddamn page.
4 down. Look, I don't have to
Look
get
at
any
that.
down.
72. Oh, you see that? 72, and Jim was one of the 72. I caught it quickly. Show some
Chris,
love, Adrian.
Holy
Mr. Ho.
How are you doing,
Whoa,
Chris?
whoa.
There goes that critter.
That's Adrian's girlfriend.
Don't mess with that one.
Sweet Rolinda.
How you going, Chris?
I'm good, Matt. Jim, Al,
You
Little
snuck in
How you
there.
doing, Chris?
little buddy, how you doing?
Little buddy.
Little buddy.
Oh, don't go high hat me now, young man.
I got a name.
It's called little. Your name's little buddy. Mateo.
I like that. Okay, I'll give you that much. All right, thank you.
Now,
you, sir.
tell us, what is the little buddy from, Adrian?
Oh,
Oh no, Chris Hope is a dirty old man.
hey.
I'm not surprised the shit he be sending me on my phone. All kind of crazy stuff.
We're talking. Hey, Adrian, did you like that thing I sent you during the week with the dude going?
You were a fucking moron. You know. I watched that crap like around 3:00 in the morning. I took a piss, came back, and like, what the fuck is this? I'm watching. I'm like, dang, he didn't know how to do the little bebop thing. The next thing you know, that little fat, ugly bitch. Oh my god!
Yeah, man.
You know what I got from Adrian when I sent him them 2 little videos I sent you, Matt?
Yes, mate. Yeah.
You know what I got from him?
Hang on, sorry.
You know those two videos I sent you, and I sent him the same links. And you know
Yep.
what I got from him?
What?
Nothing.
Nothing.
0.
Zilch.
Yeah.
Zip. Nada.
Yeah.
Not a word.
That's
How you
because
doing, Dre Crawford?
Hey,
Recovered.
Mr. Crawford, how you doing, Mr. Dre?
that's because it had a girl in it, Chris.
Oh, true.
And I will be right back.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey.
Hey! You started.
Slow down, sir. Mister, first of all, you don't put the gun next to your face. Rico would
What
bust
you
you in the
do?
face. Right here in the chest.
There you go, Matt. There's your screen grab. I hope you got it.
What is he there with? Is he talking to himself?
How the hell?
Every day.
How does he do that?
I don't know. He's got a heck of a camera to give him that kind of away.
I got it. His arms just shrink.
When he does that position, it's like the camera distorts.
He looks
It's weird.
like, what's that guy's Hervé?
I can't even-
Hervé Vélez?
Hervé Villachet.
Yeah.
The plane. The boss,
Yeah,
the plane.
That's because Adrian never gives up.
Look at this. Close the door on the way.
Hey, Tomas. Gary. Brother Bob. Dre. Hello. Brian. Oh,
That's
Brian, thanks, man. I wish
That's our little buddy Adrian.
Having a go.
Never give up.
He'd shoot the cheese.
Never surrender.
He'd shoot the cheese.
Instead of cutting it, he'd shoot it.
I heard a noise.
He must be
Yeah.
doing something back there.
Droning veteran
Veteran. Hello.
going down.
Mouse needs a flat brim. Yeah, with the license plate on it. and a sticker.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, you did, mate. It doesn't take much to spook some of the wildlife on this show, and yeah, he's run for the hills.
He's got a little rabbit in him. He'll run.
You know, Adrian keeps bitching about his Wi-Fi, and I know why. Here it is. This is the reason why. If only he'd pay for it.
Yeah.
You know, when I was driving trucks over there, you'd have to pay for internet in some places, and you'd get a deal and a bargain, whatever. Anyway, so before I went into the truck stop, I would pull up in my truck, and then I'd do a Wi-Fi search because the hotels in the area generally have free Wi-Fi,
Right.
and I would hook into them, and that worked on many occasions for me. It was freaking awesome, and I have been known to actually move my truck closer to a motel to get better signal.
That's smart. Smart.
Matt, are you long haul? Long haul
was.
trucker in Australia? Oh,
Yeah,
It used to be.
yeah. I was over there, which was fantastic, man. Fantastic, and I wished I knew back then what I know now, and I wish that I knew the people that I did do now back then. It would have been great because I would have caught up with probably most of you.
I had a party back in 2000 we used to be on a thing called M Player. I had a party and 20 people showed up from around the country. Crazy.
Really?
Yeah, good people.
where'd you have the
man.
where'd you have the party at? You
My
hosted at
house.
your place? Or,
My
really?
house.
Wow.
Jim
Wow.
Boyd Sturgis reinvented.
Was
Speaking
that
of-
neighbor? Was the same neighbor across the street there?
No, I didn't have half these neighbors. I didn't have half. This
Oh.
town has doubled in size since then in the past 20 years.
Well, maybe you need to have another party and invite them two down for another night.
We need to clear them out.
No, man, make peace with them.
Chris, that is not their first time, man. It's only the first time that I've got it on camera. That's why I wasn't going to say a word.
Well, I wish you'd get more of it because it was sure funny.
He was
Eddie,
going on you.
Every name in the book.
He loves it, and he knows everything he was telling you. He knows it's true.
I know you're a pervert.
Yeah,
Didn't you say
That
you
was
could prove it or some shit?
that was funny as all hell. When someone wrote in the chat last week, just write them a note and ask them if they got a new pool.
I did see that. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Who was the first guy that ran away? That wasn't the guy who came out
No,
in the shirt and pants, was it?
no.
One
I
that
don't
ran
know
away in the shorts.
I don't know who he was. He never came back. Maybe
Boy,
he was
but he left though quick.
He did.
I thought that was the same guy, but it wasn't. You're saying?
No, it was a different dude. It must have been their son or some shit. I don't know.
Voice was a little deeper.
He came walking up saying, "How many times do we have to tell you?" And I'm like, no. So I'm getting the camera. So I ran in to get the camera, which is only freaking 20 feet. And when I turned around, he was gone. I didn't know where he went. I'm searching around.
Did they call the cops or no?
No. The cops have been here. The cops have been to their house twice and told them there ain't nothing wrong with it. Get over it. They choose to continue to bitch. Too bad.
Oh shit, Brian! I forgot about that. No, I haven't, but I will be. God, I'm going to do that today. Shit, righto.
What'd you forget?
No, the Microsoft Flight Sim, sensational. I'll be getting that. I love that crap.
Oh, the updated one?
Oh,
What is it?
sensational.
Microsoft Simulator?
Like Flight Simulator
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic.
for FPV?
Since the inception of Flight Sim, I've had most of their
You reading Brant Ariels? Chris? Yeah.
I was reading Sean's.
Uh,
Your pool needs cleaning and your wife could use a waxing. Oh, Gary. That's a good one, Gary.
holy cow, Brian, that's a 90 gig download?
Yeah, and you know what? That's not even all the what the graphics are basing themselves on is your internet connection. So the better your internet connection, the more detail is going to come through on your flight sim. So, and they're like photos, and you're flying over. Oh, mate, I don't know if you've watched any of the reviews and stuff on it, man, but it's pretty damn impressive.
Sean's in here. I'm going to ask him, Sean, how is the detail of the video, the flight?
It says he's doing it now.
Yeah, I'm curious as to how good it is.
It says
Mate,
very good.
Sensational. It's probably, I mean, you got your fanboys of Microsoft, and you've got that other one. What's that other flight sim that's really popular?
Is it X-Plane?
X-Plane. One, yeah.
That's one of them. I got that on my iPad, and it sucks. I don't like it at all.
Yeah. Well, X-Planes on PC is pretty. It's pretty good. So
I would want the controllers and all that.
Yeah.
What about the DJI one, Matt? I'm surprised you don't have that uploaded to your computer.
DJI.
That flight sim they have doesn't DJI have a flight sim where you can actually fly different drones and use the actual controller?
Yeah.
Okay, so you plug your controller in.
I think it's something like that. I'm surprised you don't know about it.
Brian said it pulls from a 15 terabyte store to keep up with the terrain, the weather, and the detail changes. Phew. But a 90 download, holy shit.
Is it bigger than 15 terabytes? I thought we were talking mega U-Butte, more than terabytes, man.
Can you dump it on an external drive instead of on your computer?
I would hope so. 90 gigabytes, shit.
That may interfere, depending if you had an SSD or something, it may interfere with your gameplay. Who knows?
Well, an SSD is faster than the regular hard drive in your computer.
Well, it is, but you got to make sure that your speed is through the cord, through your USB connection or whatever, is going to keep up with that speed.
Thanks, Sean.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Oh, the DJI sim. Okay, righto.
Yeah, I just went to it because my laptop before couldn't. I couldn't use it, or.
Well, the droning veteran says he couldn't get it to work either. He says I tried out, yes, but I couldn't get it to work on the DJI sim.
Yeah, it's in the store. DJI Flight Sim simulates wind.
Really?
Natural effects, yeah. But I guess it's taxing on your computer if you don't actually have the processing power to run it.
Yes, but you would need a fast external SSD. Because my SSD plugs into my USB port.
Yeah, and it all depends on how fast that data exchange is. Doesn't matter how fast that bloody.
I'm gonna share. See if I can share my screen.
The download is 90 gigabytes. The cloud data is 15 terabytes.
Cool, Sean.
Can you guys see it? No.
No.
I don't need to share it.
Matt needs to share it.
Well, it's not down the green room yet.
How was supper, Adrian?
What was that?
So how was your supper?
It was great.
And we had
10 hours. Oh,
we had Mexican food for supper tonight. It was good.
Look at it. I don't know what you did with it, honey bun. Find it.
That's a 10-hour download?
Man, I'm gonna put the link in. I'll put the link in the chat, and you can share it. I don't know how I'm doing wrong.
What do you got there, mate?
That's the DJI Flight Simulator.
Okay, yep. Here we go.
Matt,
Yeah, mate.
I'm gonna refresh the coffee, brother.
Cool, man.
What do I hit?
Remove.
How come Adrian stays on there and his logo shows up? What do they hit when they do that?
Stops cam, stops mic.
What a
Oh,
jackass.
I hit stop cam.
Like that, Al?
Yeah.
Stop. Here we go.
Oh, he's got his logo up. There you go. Jim has a logo.
Whoa.
Jim is professional.
Who did
Maybe
he-
I wanted to wait a moment, Adrian. Instead of eating in front of everybody like you do. What do you got? Gum now?
What's going on, Dan? How you doing, Chief?
Totally ignores it.
What's up, Dad?
He
Thank
does.
you
Just
for coming in.
Old Daniel.
ignore, mate. I mean, God damn it.
Daniel Boone. What'd you have for supper, Adrian? You look like a nice old bologna cheese sandwich.
How are you gonna have a good night, Steve Carpenter, so-called Steve?
Enjoy your pizza, Steve.
Pizza.
Good night, pizza boy.
See you,
Oh, that's
Steve.
right. Tonight, isn't it? Oh, I've got all sorts of shit flying here. Three.
We're so quiet.
Hello,
Everybody's been so quiet in the stream.
Chris
what
Hope, have you been flying lately?
I flew this afternoon, Adrian.
Well, good to know, Chris. Thank you for sharing.
I flew my little FPV till my camera broke.
Which one are you flying?
The Tiny Hawk 2 Freestyle.
Yeah, I had one of those. I flew it for about 10 times and then crashed into a
All right,
wall.
just do the whole
That
thing,
was it.
man. I know you want to.
That's the only thing you want to see out of that video, mate. Every now and again, when it goes a bit quiet, we'll just pop that up. And stop sharing. Yeah. That's fantastic.
Re-energizer.
That's fantastic, mate. I couldn't believe that because Ron's video was good, but this is like 4K HD quality, mate, and that's fantastic.
Yeah, that one had time to process.
It did. It did.
Can you imagine? That's painted on every day. Can you imagine that though?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, yeah, I can too. I'm just
I'm going to
thinking.
go out on a limb and I think she probably doesn't take it off. Maybe it just stays that way for a week.
No, that'll rub off. If you look around, I mean, I've looked at this.
Well, just
photo.
fill in the blotches.
Get a Sharpie.
Who's doing it for her? That's all I want to know.
Her boyfriend is from Brisbane in Australia.
Oh,
Man,
okay.
dude, you cleaned your ears at the dinner table? Are you really?
Did he just do that?
He just stuck it in his ear and cleaned his ear out and eating at the dinner table.
I saw that.
What?
Oh, that's tangy.
Oh, Adrian. Love you, buddy. Mean it.
Was that a piece of celery you cleaned your ear with?
Happy day.
Hell of a paint job. That's right, Brian. Waiting for my girlfriend. Spaghetti on me, cheap steaks.
I've got some batteries on 30%. I wonder if waiting on my girlfriend spaghetti for me, tube steak smothered underwater for her underwear. That's
Underwater? Where do you see water at?
underwear. Who puts that on there? That's not. I wouldn't even write that, Michael. That's Adrian talk.
White little
Yeah,
little
but
cat.
he can read underwear and underwater.
That's that Evelyn Wood speed reading course I took, Chris. You see how it
Stores and taters. That's right, Night Train.
really?
You got ripped off, Jim.
Yeah, as long as you get the idea was their plan.
Yeah. Pick a word every
Yeah.
fourth word.
Right.
Yeah.
That's speed reading. Bob stole. That's it. That's all you get.
Yeah. Holy shit! It was a car. Your next person next to you said no.
I am still sitting here, Matt, rendering the 4K video.
So-called Steve.
How are you?
I'm good, but I'm still rendering.
How can that be?
Hey, I want to ask Drone Worship a question. Is he? And I asked him this in his food post because he's been eating healthy. Is he going to be boxing? Is he? No, he answered me, but I think he's doing both. He's doing it for better health, but he's preparing for his big boxing event with the original Dubbo.
There's not going to be any boxing match. He's got hernias and stuff. No.
So you get kicked right in the side. It's lights out. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, the mesenteric tissue is holding everything up, and if you get punched in that, it's ripped and gone again. It's stupid.
Sounds like he's ready to go.
I disapprove. I highly disapprove. I know you all care what I think, but just thought I'd throw my 2 cents in.
We know what your neighbors think. That's the main thing.
That's it. That's all that really matters.
Yeah,
There ain't nothing else on this green earth matters.
Well, I'm not too sure whether we can actually have Jim on the show again with a reputation like he has. And we seem to be, hanging around.
You would think like you actually went over the guy's house and pointed a camera down at him or something like that, right? When I look at the flight review video, the camera is on the block behind him, the drone, I mean, and it's 367 feet up. So what was he looking for it?
Yeah, I know.
He certainly didn't hear it at 367 feet up.
That was crazy.
They're obviously doing something illegal, Jim. I think that's probably why they're like panicking.
Hey, Mike Kelly. Hey, buddy. How you doing?
I'm thinking your drone might be able to see whatever they're growing.
Actually, I haven't seen Copper State, Randy, for a bit. How you been, mate? That's awesome. I didn't say g'day to Dan. Sorry, mate. How you doing, buddy?
Dre joined us, too.
Because I've got this on the screen.
He's been here for a bit.
Not
Oh,
really
he has?
listening to you lot of stuff.
Yeah, he actually was. He said what's up to everybody earlier.
Oh, well, then I apologize, Dre.
The stream is a little bit slow. I think it's
That's
the
my
connection.
screensaver now, Chris.
It's my connection.
I'm sorry, Matt.
That's my screensaver now.
You're welcome.
You should have clipped it from when Ron had it on the video.
No.
Man, Matt's video showed you get these suggestions in your videos.
Subliminal.
Boom, boom. She come up twice the other day.
Unbelievable.
She came up on my YouTube homepage.
That's it.
I was stunned.
What's up, Mitch?
What we
Yeah,
have.
Mitch.
Mitch at 10 o'clock at night. He's got to be on the porch with the cigar or done with it. Which one is it? Mike. His daughter was nude sunbathing in the pool, and he didn't want anyone to get pictures but him.
Man.
Keeping it in the family.
Holy moly.
Hot diggity dog.
Yep, he's on the porch with the cigar.
Good for you, Mitch.
Yeah, so apparently, no. I guess if I had brought all clips in at one time and then connected them together, I could have had it do the rendering all at one time. But instead, I'm rendering each clip before I edit the video. I'm rendering it so I can see it and watch it in real-time high def.
Can't you batch edit it? Like do them all at once?
It does proxy files. It does shadow files automatically, but they're in 720p, and I want to see it in 4K when I'm editing it. So I have to render it. So that's my own fault, I guess. But
Are
my
you taking
God.
a dive into DaVinci or what?
Yeah.
Or you just practiced a bit and.
No, the DaVinci I just want to use right now because I don't want to learn a whole new process. It's just for the coloring. And Tomas sent me a great video the other day. Tomas Ariels
Saw that.
sent me a great DaVinci Resolve Studio 16 color grading video, which is
Yes.
basically all I'm going for. I'm going for what Matt's doing. I want to just shoot it in HLG D-Log and then work from there. Work with that. And I can just edit the damn thing in Power Director and then bring it over and color it. Yeah. That was the one on the way out of the bar.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she had the red, white, and blue.
There's another one.
Okay. That's
And-
the same girl, isn't it?
No, mate, no. And we have a look at Ron's reaction to that girl.
That's right.
Has anybody heard from him this week?
He's not in communication range of a cell tower.
Yeah, I asked you that earlier today. Yeah. He
He
told
brought
me
his, he brought his drone though, right?
Yeah.
Did he bring his drone? Sweet.
His
You
drone,
get some
his
great,
cameras.
epic shots.
And he went a day early so he could just take a day and he got those bear shots, which he posted up on YouTube, on Facebook. And Chris, you remember what somebody said? Is that fake?
Yeah.
How the hell can that be fake? I
I don't know why they would even. I can't remember who did that.
think it was Adrian.
No, me and Adrian already had a talk. It'd been him.
Where is
No.
that?
They wasn't none of our bunch that did it. It was just somebody out of the blue. Beautiful, beautiful pictures.
Yeah, he caught that one where it was going for the fish. That Casey Farris is very good. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Tomas. Was a good video. A straight to the point, no BS video.
I'm
Oh,
with Thomas. I like the lab picture we run.
The Labrador.
Yeah.
The best shot I saw of him was with the Labrador. Ron was with the Labrador?
Yeah, when he got rerouted, he stopped somewhere and old dog jumped up in his lap and he got a picture of him.
Oh,
Picture of him.
That's right.
I thought maybe the Labrador was mating with the bear. Since we were talking about the bear photo.
The bear, the eagle, the mountains.
I don't know. You know, I saw a shot. I don't know where this guy was because I can't remember where he lived. But he posted a shot of like 80 eagles all on a dumpster. They were like surrounding the joint.
You probably regret that, Dan.
He'd check you for COVID, Matt.
You're gonna. Yeah, I know. I really.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Tomas. I was talking about the bear, and then you said you liked the shot of them with the Labrador. Thinking the bears with the Labrador? What the hell are you talking about here?
Hey, Tim. Hey,
And
buddy.
Tim, you didn't miss a damn thing, Tim.
Damn Jack.
You know, my neighbor's dog got out today and wanted me to put the drone up. And I got the Mavic 2 out, and I forget when the hell I had put those in to charge them. But anyway, they were at like 50%, so it was a bit annoying. You know, when people ask you, hey, man, can you put your drone up, see if you can find my dog? Guy across the street. And
Wait,
He's
is this
the
the
guy
same guy that said to stop launching the drone?
no, that was the same guy I was showing how the matrice worked up in the air.
Oh, okay.
He was the nice neighbor. The other guy was the bad neighbor. Anyway,
It'd be funny if
He-
that dog was in the other neighbor's backyard.
wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? And you were looking for it with the drone.
Found your dog. Mm. I'm going to message Adrian.
Yeah,
At least we haven't got his chair this week, I guess.
Let's all call him. Call him, Matt.
Yeah,
He's flying his Evo in the kitchen.
Did you ask him to check that out, Al?
I don't think he had a clue what I was talking about.
I know.
has he flown his Evo yet?
I don't think
Done
so.
one. I think he said he flown it once. I think it was his unboxing video.
he did.
After
No,
his
he,
unboxing video.
he has flown it out there now. Tim Pinstripe Jackson.
Tim.
He loves those Yankees.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Oh, there he goes. Oh, he was eating.
Adrian, I'm calling you.
He just hung up on you, mate.
He did.
And I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
When I call you, answer me, damn it. Why do you leave us on the stream with nobody there? What's up with that? Now I'm going to press 1 for more options.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1 to listen to your message. Press 2 to erase message review.
When I call you, answer me, damn it. Why do you leave us on the stream with nobody there? What's up with that?
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1 to listen. To send your message with normal delivery, press 1. To send your message with urgent delivery, press 2.
I want to send it with a smile.
Message sent. Goodbye.
Wasted a minute of airtime.
Well,
That's going to cost you.
Tim,
Hello.
you internet whore.
How you
What-
doing, Tim Jackson?
What? What did I do?
I seen you. You're such a slut.
I try.
Man, I was fucking live
I got
streaming.
that from my ex-wife. Just kidding.
Every
Hey,
time
see
I
what
go
I got now?
Answer me, damn it. Why do you leave us on? Hey,
Oh, Tim goes up.
what's up with that? Now
Got this too.
Nice.
Oh my God,
Wow.
he's got the Rodney Bell.
Yeah, that was nice of him. Hey, Chris,
Very nice.
Al, Jim. How you doing, Jim?
What's up, Tim?
Good, Tim.
I saw you on Rogers' stream there.
Brian, good luck with it, buddy. Enjoy it.
You and
Yeah.
Robert.
How you doing, man?
Here, Brian.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting one of them 3D printers.
See you later, Brian Mac.
So
Ooh.
Have you got oh, you started
See.
down like 90 gig. Are you doing that on a separate drive, Brian?
Dude,
Gotta
I'll let you know when I got mine, Brian. See, the good thing about this too is that we can go on to a live thing, and I can go over to Brian's place, and we can be at an airport, and I can wave to him and say, "Let's go," and we can take off and fly to Istanbul or whatever. Fantastic, mate. Fantastic. I love that shit. And you can get on the two-way. You know, you get your fucking headset on and all that. Hey, Brian. Whatever. Anyway.
Breaker 19, Brian.
But now, what are you using for aircraft control? Your keyboard?
No, I've got a. I used to have a yoke,
Right.
so I had the yoke and the throttle and all that sort of stuff. Now I don't know. I got that.
That would
years
be
ago.
cool. That's what I would want. A yoke.
Yeah, but the thing is now that yoke doesn't fit onto a new computer because it was like not display port. It was like a 20-pin plug that went into your
232
game.
plug or something like that. 485, something like that.
Can't chuck it in anything anymore.
Yeah.
So it's defunct and void. So out the door it went. So I've actually got myself a Sidewinder or some shit like that. Is what it is. It's just a joystick like an Airbus, basically.
So what's this download? What's this download for a game or something?
It's simulator.
Yeah, Flight Sim 2020. VGA plug. There you go. Thanks, Brent.
Thank you, Gary.
Yeah.
They make adapters for those, don't they?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can get VGA to USB, though. Can you?
Don't know.
I never seen that before.
I don't know why they ever made those VGAs and the RS-232s. What was I ever supposed to use that RS-232 for on a computer?
I mean, know what the hell that is.
We,
It's on the back of the damn computer.
back in the day, we used the heck out of 232s for communications. Out in
Like?
the field. Yeah, like a flow computer or a kind of a old school 2400 baud rate communication equipment. Used
Okay.
RS-232 stuff.
Okay. I've never even heard of it.
No,
Yeah.
That's right.
But now it's PLCs and high-speed internet and cable, and it's the days I fooled with are over, gone.
That was
Are
all
you
the
getting
joke.
into FPV, Matt? Are you taking the plunge? Is that the course you're going next?
Dude, yeah,
After the plan?
I wanted to have a chat to Mitch actually because he actually had the Tiny Hawk on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And I wanted to have a chat to him about it.
Well, Chris got that. Chris got the
Yeah.
Tiny Hawk 2 kit.
Yeah, I got it. Now the camera don't work.
Oh,
Mitch,
You know what?
Mitch,
I've had
Mitch.
what the hell
the same
happened?
problem.
You did too?
I had the V1. It flew for a bit, and then as soon as you start crashing into things and popping out propellers and losing them because you can't find them, it gets to be a little bit irritating. But I don't know. I don't know what Chris is going through, but that's what I went through.
You know, I was flying it out in the yard, and
That was about a year ago. I had it.
I was flying it with the goggles tonight. First time I flew it the other night without it, just trying to get the feel of it. But I was flying with the goggles, and I was having fun. Of course, I let it go. It went to the ground, and I went to pick it up in the yard. All the info was coming back to the goggles, but no picture. And I flew with
I'd be
it.
glad. I'll gladly send my stuff to Mitch if he fixed it. I mean, he can have it. I just wonder if he could fix it because I have a couple little miniature quads like that, Cineweaves, that you crash and the motor burns out or the wire gets cut off or something, and I'm not good at sodding. That's the hard part.
Tomas, you could just change. You could start another channel name with Sully FPV if you wanted to. Or nothing wrong with Tomas Aerials if you're doing FPV and camera. What I'm doing both. A lot of guys are going back and forth now, like Chris. Still got his Phantom 4, but he's playing with the Tiny Hawk. now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what Thomas has got, I think.
Yeah, Thomas got it too, I think.
Yeah.
It's fun. Trust me, that's something that you fly one of these GPS drones long enough, grab one of these and see what happens.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's hard as heck, isn't it? It's hard as heck to get used to, isn't it, Chris?
It'll be months before I'm used to it. Every time I go out and push the throttle up, it goes up about 100 foot, and I have to let it float back down.
That's what Art was doing. Art kept hitting the ceiling.
It's hard to fly with those things outside too, isn't it, Chris? I mean, the first one I had, the version 1, it was always got taken by the wind.
Well, I've been flying in the evenings, and it's not windy, so I haven't had to fight that yet. And I'm flying in my front yard, and I got trees about 20 foot for the first limb, so I've been keeping it down. But I would like to go to the football field and fly it where I can fly it.
Right.
But now the goggles don't work, so I got to figure that crap out.
God damn it.
It's
Would it
always
be an
something.
antenna issue or something?
You know,
Chris, what mode are you flying in? Tomas wants to know.
the baby mode. The easiest one there is. I flipped it over into Acro, and dude, it's fast in Acro. It's fast in beginner mode, but Acro mode is insane.
Is that the newer version, Chris? Is it the V2?
Yeah, it's the Tiny Hawk 2 Freestyle.
I just want to ask a question, and we'll move on. But has anyone heard from Rick Halber?
No.
Not since maybe Lloyd's show
That was yesterday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Okay.
Let's just text his little old ass and see how he's doing.
Yeah. I haven't seen him for a while. Actually, he hasn't sent me a message for a while either. I should
Well,
do.
you don't blame him, do you?
Jesus.
Good, just
Man, you're on a
spell
roll, dude. Jesus.
Spell my name, Adrian Mateo. Who did your t-shirts, Adrian?
That's what my girlfriend did.
She did a good job.
Who did she have make them? Did you go to like Vistaprint or something like that?
No, she got it through Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You sending me one, Adrian?
Yeah,
So why
you
not?
got 3 or 4 different types, Adrian.
Right now, I got 3.
Well, send me one of them.
Not yet, no.
You kind of look like an Adrian Mateo, Tim. I think it fit you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate
Thank
it.
Too bad I can't take my teeth out.
That was Grandpa on, what was that show? Where it was on the porch.
That mining show, wasn't it? Or miners? They were miners? Long time ago in the 80s.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That guy was famous.
Thomas has got okay, so that's a little bit difficult. Well, apparently, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Thomas, but you might have a video coming out of your FPV flying on your channel pretty soon.
Got the DRL simulator on stream for under $10. They have a training mode I can fly in, stable mode, fairly okay on the simulator, but when I switch into Horizon, no control at all. Never mind, Acro.
Exactly, Thomas. Yeah. I didn't do the simulator. I just took it out in the yard and started flying it. So anxious, couldn't wait.
How's that coming along, Adrian? Sorry, Chris.
What was that, Tim Jackson?
How's that coming along? You're part 107, studying.
I'm still studying pretty hard. I'm still going at it.
How far through are you, mate?
I didn't hear you, Matt. Say that again.
Oh, how far through are you? Is it like an online thing where you can come back to it and go back?
Right now, I'm actually doing a lot of METARs and, reading the map and, the code that you have to kind of like, I guess, kind of figure out what the, what is that called, Jim, when it gives you like the little 3,
For the time. It tells you the time, the date, the height.
The time, the date, and then like the name of the airport. You know how you like kind of decipher a little bit. I'm running a lot of that too.
Then they have different, like RA for rain.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, why the hell did that whole friggin' program just shut down on me, Matt?
Doesn't like you.
Of course we can share that.
Christ, I was just sitting here rendering all the videos. All this time I've been rendering the clips. 2 hours.
Oh, your computer crashed?
The Cyberlink just shut down.
Does it automatically save the ones that you
man, I'm
uploaded
hoping
or
so.
processed?
I'm hoping so. This would be
That
crazy.
sucks.
This is a flight simulator, which Mars has got up there. Oh my God.
So you need a remote and you got to hook it up to your computer?
You hit the remote. I have one that you hook the remote up to the USB cord. USB to your hard drive.
Holy shit.
Or computer, whatever. But this one looks pretty fancy from the one I was playing with.
Oh yeah, I could do that. Look at that. Easy.
Yeah.
That's wussy. Mars. Holy shit.
It hasn't crashed yet.
So is that the Mavic 2?
The Mavic 2.
Yeah, it looks just like one. Look at there.
does, mate.
Now, that's a good question though. When you're in there, can you pick the drone you want to fly, or it's just an FPV drone? Period. Like, could you pick like a 3-inch FPV, a 5-inch FPV?
It should be. That's how simulators still usually are. Like different cars, different birds, different.
Does improve on your flying skills, that's for sure.
You know what? This is what I find interesting is watching the stick movements. What's happened?
He stopped to answer me. He typed in the chat, yes, you can pick it, Jim.
Yeah. Watching the stick movements that he's got going on. That's what I find interesting.
Oh, you gotta hit the throttle to stay airborne, right?
There he is
It's not like
changing.
our stabilized drones, just sitting in the air.
And now he's going in the orbit mode.
Which is what?
Oh, you see the others flying.
Oh, he's chasing other drones. That's pretty cool.
Oh. So you have to stay away from them, right? You can't crash into them? Because if you're both going through the gate at the same time.
I have a feeling that this might be the camera following the drone that he's flying.
Oh.
Yeah, as in orbit. Yeah. All right. The camera is the orbit.
Okay.
All right. That makes sense.
It'd be hard to fly like that. Bloody hell.
Yeah, very hard. But he's making it look easy.
I'll be crashing into everything.
Uh-huh. That's me.
That must be the demo he's
How
doing.
did he not? Oh, he did crash. I was going to say, how did he not just hit that? He did.
I've never seen an FPV fly like that, though.
I know. It's flying like 90 degrees.
If you're hauling ass, it's probably
Absolutely.
tilt forward.
Absolutely.
I finally got that TPU. Where the hell did it go from? Australia. It came in less than a week. I'm pretty amazed.
The TPU for your 3D printer?
Well, it's not for. Well, I can't print it. I don't have a 3D printer. But I got this from AU. It's Insta361R to mount to the Megabee, so I can put the Insta360 camera on it. But not the 360, just the regular action camera.
Oh, that's awesome.
But it's tilted. It's tilted pretty far back. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Don't FPVs come with mounts for cameras?
This one did not have a mount, TPU mount like this for the Insta360 1R.
Okay.
And I don't have a printer. I don't know anybody that does that, Tim. So I paid the coin to get it from over your way.
Yeah. Well, you probably got it from. He probably got it from Nick. AUV.
It's called Phaser. What's it called?
It's not Nick. Never heard of Phaser.
Here we go, Adrian.
There you go.
Now we've got conflicting stories here. Well, not really conflicting. Adrian likes the bird and the way it flies, and I take it you're happy with the app and all that sort of shit that comes with it, Adrian.
So, Brian, Mike, let me reply to you. Give me a second, sir.
Okay, don't worry about what I just said at all.
No. Make no, never mind.
Gee,
is your mic on, Matt?
Jesus.
Testing. Testing Adrian Mateo's brain. Testing.
Do these things actually work?
I don't.
What is he doing? Besides ignoring you.
I have no idea.
He's
okay.
He's
Well,
about
let's go to the.
He's about the sweetest young man I've ever seen tonight.
It is, yeah. Well, let's go to the other side of the fence where Al's sitting. And how are you finding it now, mate, after a few weeks of flying it?
Oh, wow.
I'm still learning it. The camera's great. The characteristics, the flight characteristics are nothing like DJI. You can't compare it. It's different. But I think what's the big thing for me, the learning curve, is the interface on the app. Everything's not obviously where DJI keeps their stuff. So you're sitting there scrolling through things and trying to find stuff. You fly it more and more, you get used to it. But it's definitely a different bird, dude. It's definitely a different bird. And then now that the new firmware update, you can't go back unless you send it back. You can't downgrade. And the new firmware, I'm getting a slight camera drift. So I don't know if Adrian is getting that or who else in the chat, maybe.
When I flew it, I did not get that day.
Okay.
You took that outside though, didn't you, Adrian?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's right. I've seen that video.
How many batteries did you get? 1 or 2?
I only have one, Jim.
It only comes with 1, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't get the bundle.
No, I did not.
Would the bundle come with 3? Does anybody know?
Yeah.
I think it does, doesn't it? Al?
I think the bundle comes with 2.
Rugged
2
bundle.
batteries. The rugged bundle comes. I bought it from DroneWorks, and I guess I was having issues with my order, and they kept on putting me on back order. They sent me a battery for free, and he sent me an extra set of ND filters. I don't think that was probably the correct thing, and probably was some type of error in shipping. But I got 2 sets of ND filters for the Pro.
And if I'm not mistaken, they don't call, when you buy the bundle, they don't call it the Fly More Combo like DJI do. They call it something different.
Rugged bundle.
Yeah.
The rugged bundle.
Sounds a little bit too manly.
Someone's asking you a question, Adrian. Mike D.
So how did we get out of that, Adrian?
Anything particular compared? No, not really. Except like Oliver was saying, you just have to get used to it. The app is a little different, that's for sure.
Does it show telemetry on the controller?
Yes, it does.
So the telemetry, it does, but it's kind of I don't know, maybe because the screen I have the little DJI Crystal Sky 5.5, and everything is kind of squeezed in there and stuff like that. So you got to hit stuff to get into stuff. It's just the interface is different. Don't get me wrong, great bird. No fly zones or anything like that.
I like the color of it.
Yeah, you can see it, and it's relatively quiet. I think it's quieter than my Mavic 2 Pro.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it is too. I think it is too.
Have you ever heard of? Has anyone ever flown a Platinum here? No. Okay.
Mike in the chat, Mike Kenny has. He owns one.
He has too. He's got a Platinum. Yeah. Extremely quiet drones. I couldn't believe it how quiet they were, to be honest.
Wasn't that their big selling point? The quiet and the extra flight time, right?
Yeah, only just. Yeah. The flight time was very minimal.
Yeah. See, Mike just says yes, I do.
How many minutes? The flight time?
Oh, I think 2 minutes difference, something like that.
No, not much from the Zoom though.
No. So it had different motors on it, and of course the quiet props. And my mate had one for a while, and we were flying somewhere, and he didn't come in hard, he didn't come in fast, he just drifted in, and I couldn't even hear him. I couldn't even hear the drone coming in. And before I know it, I turned around and there's a bloody drone there. And I couldn't believe how quiet this thing is. It's incredible. I mean, there might have been some traffic noise and what have you like that, but normally to hear a drone coming, couldn't hear a thing. Brilliant.
That's how I was wondering why this guy, mine was 367 feet up. How the hell did they hear it?
You know what? At 400 feet, I can hear my Mavic 2. I can hear my Mavic 1, and I can hear my Spark, even at 400 feet. If it's quiet, you'll hear it. Now, that Matrice, that's like a freaking Peterbilt coming down the road.
Yeah, it's like a lawnmower. Yeah.
You're going to hear that.
It is.
Yeah.
There's no denying it. Yeah.
It's crazy. But yeah. Hey?
I can hear my Zoom.
Yeah. They're not quiet. They're at a pitch, man, where you can just hear them, I guess.
I loved when I got the Mavic 2 Pro, the difference between that and you can't really say the Inspire, so I'll say the Phantom 4, because the Inspire is just loud, period. But the Phantom 4 I didn't think was too bad. But the difference between the Phantom 4 and the Mavic 2 Pro is night and day.
See, Brent.
Yeah, yeah.
Back here, Brent.
Night, Brent.
See you, mate. You have yourself a good weekend, eh?
You know, when I like to go and fly
See you later, Brent.
is actually on Sundays when nobody's at the the construction places I go to and the other places. So I don't get. In fact, I had police drive by me the other day, but they didn't even bother me. I had the yellow jacket on. Remember we were talking about that last week? I had the yellow jacket on, and police just drove right by.
They probably think he's picking up some trash.
That's the prisoner yellow, right?
Do you have handcuffs? The chain gang.
I'll tell you, okay, so he's just quite over 100 feet. Well, I don't know. I was out yesterday and I was at 400 feet, and I was coming back with a headwind, and all I heard was this Mavic fighting through the wind at 400 feet without an issue at all. I can hear it, you know. You can hear it digging in as it's coming back, you know.
You gotta get those quiet props, the Master Air Screw. Jim, you still have those, and I bet you haven't put them on your bird.
I have not put them on. I have not.
Send them to Matt. He could use them.
I got a set of
They're
them.
good.
Yeah, they are good.
I like them.
I got them for extra props. It's always good to have extra props, and I'll tell you why. Ask Chris why. Why, Chris?
Well, you don't buy not second hands, but you buy OEM equipment from now on. I won't ever buy the aftermarket again.
Did you crash with those on?
Yeah, one break off, didn't you?
Broke off in mid-flight.
No way.
On my Phantom, it broke off the hub at the hub.
Clean
break. Those are the screw-on ones,
No,
right?
no. These were some carbon, plastic filled DJI Phantom 4 propellers. And I showed Matt and them, and it had broke off at the hub where it's it's a casting flaw.
Yeah.
It flew off.
Clean.
Wow. I've had the orange props on my Mavic 2, and they've been running solid. They're quiet. I mean, you can see the drone a little farther than normal, but I like them. I think they're great.
Yeah, that's right, mate. Yep, sure does. Working hard.
No, that wasn't the Master Air Screw props, Bob.
No, Bob, no. These were some aftermarket off Amazon. Guaranteed, yada, yada, BS is what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident Master Air Screw. I got them on the Phantom 4 Pro and the Mavic 2.
The 4s are hard to get now, aren't they?
Yes.
It's like I've seen them on Amazon.
The original.
They're the old school screw-ons with the hub, and you screw it on.
No, the Phantom 4 is just twist on, like the Mavic.
Really? No, the Pro I have, the Master Air Screw hubs I have for it, has the thread on it, and you screw the props in.
I don't think that's original, Al.
I'll show you right here.
I got
maybe I'm not explaining myself correctly.
Yeah, that's what I got, Mike. Tim, I got the orange ones.
Yeah.
But for the Phantom 4,
this is the Phantom 4 Pro,
which is the same as the Phantom 4 in the motor area.
These are the Master Air Screw hubs.
Oh, did you buy those? Are come from Master Air Screw hubs?
Yes, they do.
That's
the props.
The conversion kit.
These are the ones I got on Amazon.
Yeah, that's a conversion kit to put the Master Air Screw props on. I'm with you.
Because it looks like the ones you press down and you turn. It just looked like it was on the edge of the hub. It looks like it was kind of fraying, kind of like, I don't know. It just didn't look like it was going to be too secure much longer in flight.
That's what mine do now.
Did I ever show you on my landing pad that I asked for? I think the guy's trying to tell me I don't know how to fly.
What size did you get?
Margie. Holy moly.
I've got
Watch the recoil on that thing, dude.
I've
I
got the
think he's
5.
trying to tell me I don't know how to land.
No, but you know what? And I too thought the 5 foot was too big. But when you put that down on the road, the sand even comes back on top over it.
Yeah.
I used it one time and it almost lifted off the ground. I didn't have it pegged into the dirt or anything, so it moves a little bit.
Yeah, it's just I didn't want something this big.
I don't know. I think if you're on a grassy field or something like that, that'll really help you out with the size of it.
Yeah,
You can get an old Monopoly board, the game boards that fold, old ones. Just use a game board.
Tim, do me a favor, mate. At the bottom of your screen where it says cam mic, can you see a little settings cog?
Yeah.
Go into that.
Mm-hmm.
Go into audio.
Yeah.
And see what microphone selected.
Are you kidding?
It's not your good one.
Okay, got it. That sound better?
Absolutely.
All right. Why did that change?
You sound professional now.
Why did that change?
I don't know. I've had it change on me. It hates the Yeti for me.
For fuck. Yeah, it's probably cost more than that damn thing.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. I just because it was really just sounded shallow, and I didn't think it sounded like your mic. Mine did.
Yeah, going from there.
And you know what? My last week's stream was all from my camera mic because I didn't realise that it had cut my mic out, and I was using the one on the bloody camera. The whole stream was pissing me off.
Yeah. No, I never use return to home because I don't like that function. I return it myself. I want to know where it's going. And
yeah, exactly.
I've said that in the past. Any automated command on a drone has a potential to stuff up.
I have still not used any of those modes on the Mavic.
Me neither.
I don't have a wide open. You see my videos. I don't have a big wide open space where I can do a zoomy or a droney or whatever the hell they are.
I do them all myself. Do an orbit myself. I do a droney myself. I don't use them functions. That's shit.
Much safer. You're in control.
Well, that the end of my last week's video, I did that. I think I called it an asteroid. It was the first time that I'd ever put it into a video. And I mean, obviously, it's down the beach.
Oh, Bill.
And that's pretty cool, but it's just something you don't want to use every time you go flying. But it was just something different that I hadn't done before and put on a video. So I thought, bugger it. And a lot of people think that I gave the camera the finger. It did, and I just waved. I had one finger up like that. I just waved like that.
Yeah.
And there was one comment there. Appreciate the sentiment.
Oh, they saw it.
And I'm thinking, what are they talking about? The sentiment, and la la la. And then Don Joyce wrote back, amusing wave to the camera, and I had a look at it, and I paused it on one spot, and it looked like I was going like that.
I wondered because I had never seen you use that tiny world before, and then it kind of went into a 4.3 instead of a 16.9.
I never used any of them.
I have. I've mucked around with it, and to be honest, about a month ago, I was stuffing around down the park. I don't know what I was doing, just rooting around. Anyway, and I did a rocket ship. Right, up it goes. Now, after that, it's supposed to just return straight down to where it was, but it actually took off. I'm thinking, where the hell was this going? Yeah.
Where was it?
So I just right stick back, doink, and it stopped straight away. I thought, that's weird. So I landed it, turned it all off, turned my controller off, turned my Go4 app off, started it all up again, and did it. And it did it again. And I'm wondering what the hell happened. So I just landed it again, and then I did another one, and it behaved itself, and it comes straight back home again. But God knows where it was going to go.
Yeah,
wouldn't have a clue, because once it loses the tracking, which is the green square, or green rectangle you draw around yourself. Once it loses that, it relies on a GPS point, which shows up on your Go4 app. It shows where it is on your main screen in the camera view. So it just shows a little blue.
In the camera view or the map view?
No, camera view.
Okay.
And it shows a little blue, like teardrop. That's where it is. So once it loses that green, it keeps that teardrop, and then it returns home to there. But it just didn't do it. I don't know, but it did after that, and I haven't done it since. And I really watched it when I was down the beach there, and I was doing that asteroid thing. I was getting ready for that thing to.
Is that asteroid thing, that tiny world thing? Is that part of? It's a DJI mode.
Yes,
that's stitched in the camera, stitched in the drone.
I didn't even know that.
It'll go back like a selfie, and then it'll stop up there, and then it'll take a 360 view photos, and then it'll come back down. The only thing with that, you've got to wait till the drone returns back and then says recording finished, because as it's returning home, if you change that direction whatsoever, that whole thing won't be recorded for some reason.
Because you're mixing.
So keep your hands off.
Yeah, let it come back and stop where it started. Yeah, and then
what were you saying, Tim?
I just think that it messes up the frames per second or frames that it's taken. They're all logged one after another. So if you change it in any way, it just deletes it all, don't it?
Well, it's trying to do its own panorama. So yeah, if you touch the stick and you're going to change the ER.
No. I'm saying once you've once it's done all that, right, and then it starts to return back home to where it started.
Mm-hmm.
On that return to home, it's not recording anymore. It's not doing anything. On that return to home, if you to change the stick or do anything like that, the whole thing is wiped out.
Well, that's weird.
It is.
What is the rocket? What is that? What does rocket do?
Just goes straight down and points the camera straight down and just goes straight up above you.
Oh, for Christ's sake!
Yeah,
it's fun.
Yeah,
I don't understand all these modes. I mean,
you sold it well, Tim.
Oh, it reminds me of those Whammo. Remember Whammo toys? You say it's fun for the whole family.
Yeah, fun for the whole family. We can do an orbit around you. You know, all them functions are just for lazy people.
Yeah.
Sorry, but
it takes longer. I think I actually tried to set up the point of interest, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
You have to fly over wherever you want to go, find its center, then come out and then set some kind of friggin' distance up about it. I got so pissed off. I just flew the damn thing myself. It's easier to do a point of interest.
Yeah. I just I make sure that I have the view of what I want to film, and then I just orbit around that and keep the film on, keep the camera on. It's easy. I mean, that's the only way that you're going to learn. Who wants a drone that you just put there, boom, boom, and you don't even do nothing?
Apparently,
boring.
They want it because it's going to be safer because you're taking the idiot human out of it. I don't know why, because that's what all this UTM shit is based on. Autonomous delivery and shit. What?
They said it's safer. How is it safer than when all them what's the names are turned off when they're in one of them functions, aren't they?
You look at
sensors.
Yes. You have no side sensors on the Mavic 2 Pro.
No, that's not right. Everything's on when you're in autonomous mode.
Really?
Yep, absolutely. When you're in tripod or in any autonomous mode, your sensors all come on. When you turn that autonomous mode off, your side sensors on a Mavic 2, for instance, aren't on for some fucking reason. I have no idea.
I thought when them functions like the Droney and Selfie, Orbit, Kiss My something, I thought it just turns all the sensors off.
No. It needs
They're automatically off.
No, I think they have to be on. No.
When I start my drone up there, the side sensors are off.
Yeah, well, they are.
No, I'm talking about when you activate those autonomous features, your sensors activate. They need to be on.
Everything on. You cannot go into an autonomous mode without those sensors being on. It won't let you.
It turns them on, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, you've got to say yes, turn them on. Bang. And off you go.
Okay.
Well, now, why the hell would you have to say yes if you can't fly.
Because if you have it off.
Yeah.
Because as I said, I don't fly with mine on at all, and it always asks me if I was to go into something like that, then it always asks me to turn them on before I go into it, because I have looked at those and played with them quite a bit.
I'll tell you something that did save my ass one time: the APAS system. Adrian did a video showing the APAS when he went around a bunch of trees in his yard.
That was great.
Yeah, it was a good. Don't tell him though. It was a decent video, but
Jesus.
the Matrice was going into a bunch of trees, and it had disconnected from me. When this is the other one, before I got it repaired, it had disconnected from the remote, and the son of a bitch was headed for the trees. It stopped, and then climbed up and went over and around the tree. So, wow.
That's it too, and smart return to home too. That's always a good thing to have activated, where it'll follow the path that you flew out there with. It won't just fly straight back. It'll follow the GPS points which you flew.
Yes.
So if you're flown around,
that's cool. Yeah,
it'll do that too on the way home. Otherwise, you'll just turn around, and smack straight into a building.
Now, Mike is saying, Jim, on the point of interest, now you can just put a box around the subject and go. Is that true? I don't. Has it been that long since I tried it? I thought you had to go over to the center of it, then back the drone up to the distance you wanted, and then tell it how fast you wanted it to go.
That's cool.
You put the box around your subject, and then it asks you the meterage from how far.
Oh, I'm
and
sorry.
Then you pop the button.
So it has been quite a while since I've used it.
Yeah.
Never use it. Your return to home is my friend. I love it. I don't do any of the other stuff.
I don't. You know why I don't trust the return to home? Because I don't always wait for it to say to me. Because sometimes I go straight up and take off. I don't always wait for it to tell me the home point has been recorded. You know, blah blah blah.
Oh, you don't wait for that? I wait for that. I wait for that, and I hover the drone for like 10 seconds just to see if it does any sort of bowl effect. And everything's clear. You got your satellites up, and I take off.
When the stats come up, and then you take off. That's what I do. I don't go anywhere until I have 13 to 15 sets.
Well, I don't know. I fly a line of sight anyway, so I'm in good shape.
I do too. But, you know, if you're flying for 15 or 20 minutes and the low battery comes on, that's hell. I just return to home and then watch it.
See, the thing is though, Jim, and this is what I do exactly what Al does too, is that line of sight or not, if your controller craps out, if anything shits itself,
which it has on me, as you know,
exactly. You want to. This is in my mind. I want to make sure that my drone knows exactly where home is, and that's what I do. And I make sure it's had its time to take all the footage it needs for the landing area, for precise landing, and all that crap. Because you've got the battery power to hover it there for 10, 15 seconds. It's not a spark, where you sort of get it out there. And although I still do that with the spark, I had the spark out yesterday, and I'll tell you what, that's a different. I was so used to the spark for ages, and it was very difficult to.
Is Adrian going to bed? Matt, sorry about that.
I'm not far behind you, Adrian. I hear you, buddy.
Yeah, it's not just of a blob brain just talking. Shh. Anyway,
wait a minute, hold on a sec. Hold on, Adrian. Right now, it's 3 hours from where I'm at. It's going to be 11 o'clock. How old are you? You're 42 and you're going to bed at 11?
Good night, Matt. Thank you for having me in the stream. Jim, love you, buddy.
Like that.
Jim Jackson.
Now he loves you.
Chris Hope.
And I'm the dick.
I'm the dick this week. Aldia, you are the man on your camera.
You see how it is, Matt? Every time Adrian comes on, doesn't matter what the conversation was, he stops it dead and says hello to 17 people in the chat.
Hey.
Then he stops it to get our attention to say he's leaving.
Right.
Doing what Mitch knows how to do is take over the show. Anyway, I'm about to go to bed.
Well, let me just say something, Adrian. It's not healthy. It's not healthy for you because here he goes. He's gone.
Christmas.
He's been
Wow.
eating for the last 3 hours. He cannot go to bed on a full stomach. That's just unhealthy. Unbelievable.
Is it good? You think he's going to bed right now?
Nah.
Oh,
Or is he going to fly his Evo 2 in the kitchen?
Yeah, well, while he manscapes.
Or he's going to manscape and fly his Evo 2 in the kitchen? He's going to do that all at once.
He flies
Here,
it with
take it
precision.
Take it slow. He's going to come back next week limping.
How'd you get that cut?
He pushed return to home.
Nearly spat my beer.
There you go.
Oh, he's back.
Hey, little buddy.
Oh, he's back.
Don't use your drone to manscape.
Friday night. You cannot be going to bed at 11.
Now, what were you saying, Matt? I'm sorry.
Manscaping in 8K. Gotta love that.
We get down to the follicle now.
Wow, that's some serious detail.
Let's see where the hair was.
Yeah.
What were you asking me, Matt?
I wasn't asking you anything. He was telling a story before you rudely interrupted with that 20-minute diatribe.
20-minute flourish. 20-minute flourish of his goodbyes. Oh, it's all good, Adrian, mate. If you're going to go to bed, we'll just talk about you when you're gone.
Yeah, no big deal. Nothing new.
But always appreciate Adrian popping on.
All of the intelligent flight modes, return to home is the most reliable. It has to be in case of
Return to home is amazing. I love it.
I have had the actual disconnect problems from the remote controller to the drone. It is disconnected, and I've shown you guys on air data, like 30 seconds at a swat. It's been out there and hanging out there.
Well, if you got your return to home set, it will come back.
Well, like you said, it knew where.
The hell was that?
I don't know. But like you said, it knew where it took off from.
Yeah. You got to it's hard for us as guys to trust the technology, but
yes,
it works.
So as guys, we don't trust it, but girls would. Is that right?
They don't care. They don't care.
Because Matt will buy me another one.
Maybe I'll try it, but I haven't tried it. And around my house, I can't use it because I got trees hanging over, and I got to land my drones on my veranda. So I got to put it in sports mode, turns the sensors off, and bring it into my veranda.
I always try to mine.
Well, if I have it on
palm trees here, and I slide it right in and put it down on the driveway. When I'm at the house, when I'm home.
Yeah, it's my veranda. That's the only way I can land it here when I'm doing the back paddock.
And so you do it yourself, right?
Yeah, I got to. Yeah,
just to make sure.
Yeah, I haven't tried return to home yet.
But it is supposed to follow. You set it with the and the smart return to home does on there too, right? Because that is supposed to follow the route you took out. It's supposed to follow that route back. Is what Chris was saying.
I don't know that. Isn't it supposed to it'll come up above me and go right in my ceiling or roof?
Smart return home is smart enough to avoid crap on the way back home.
What about coming down?
I think it's like Jim said. It follows the same path you initially take there, right?
Well, if that does that,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether it'll follow the altitude. It'll follow the altitude that you. I'm not too sure.
Yes, it goes at your set return to home altitude. So if you're flying at 50 feet, and I normally set my altitude at like 140, the damn thing will stop, go up till it hits 140, and then come home.
Right. Yeah, that's what mine does. I set it to 120 meters, and it'll go up to 120 meters, and then I cancel it. I never used it.
Well, you can't obviously. Yeah. Yeah.
I usually
No.
fly at 150 feet. So
Okay.
that's for the camera, you know. For
Yep.
the camera shots I'm looking to get. 150 feet is about the most I can do before it becomes just too small.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to find that happy medium of where people don't look up when they hear it, right? And you can still hear it at 100 feet.
Oh, obviously your neighbors can hear it.
Yeah,
I mean-
right? At 400.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can only imagine what that M210 sounds like.
That's
Your
noisy.
neighbor.
It's like
Your
a
neighbors-
lawnmower.
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
It's loud.
Disarm. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Yeah, that's the guy.
I found that switch, Mike.
That's to shut the motors off?
It'll stop it.
Really?
You
Hard
got to
thing.
set that though in beta flight. That's the whole
Oh,
thing with
yeah.
FPV. You got to get all that thing dialed in beta flight, binding, arming it, all that stuff.
This little toy isn't. It's already set up. No beta flight involved. That's why I bought it.
Chris, if you start diving into it and wanting more, you know what I mean? You buy a controller, then you get, you know what I mean? You get into it. It's just like, for me, it's just, I'm at that point where it's hard to move any further because if you crash, I don't know how to solder. So I don't want to burn out boards or mess up stuff with bad soldering. So kind of just whatever is staying afloat is what I'm using. And the Megabee works great. This drone right here, it's working great so far. It's holding together. I got 2 of them.
Dude. That looks, if that was in my hands, it'd be a crash waiting down.
I've been flying it. I fly it a lot, especially in the backyard. But I just don't put anything on YouTube. You know, I haven't actually popped the cherry and gone outside and flown it. It's all been in my backyard.
Mate,
So-
you know,
Yes, Mike, I can. I just don't. I choose not to yet. Beta flights. That's a whole nother dead-gum chapter in my life. I ain't ready to live yet.
So Chris, what system does it come with? Like, you know, obviously it's ready to fly when you get it. So.
It's ready to fly. It's got 3 basic modes. It's got beginner, medium, and then acro mode, whatever the hell a medium is. But it's all out of the box, ready to fly. Goggles, controller, it all hooks up, links up. You don't have to do any of this beta flight that, you know, Mitch and them are real good at that I can't do.
Right. None of the settings and all that.
Settings, nothing. It's all. You don't have to solder. You don't have to build nothing. You just put batteries on it, fly the thing.
How was it the first time you flew it, Chris, with them goggles, and then you took off the goggles? How did you feel?
Today was the first time I flew with the goggles, and I was actually enjoying it because I could.
Yeah.
I didn't have to worry about the orientation of the drone when I was bringing it back to me. The goggles were first person, so but the goggles quit working.
Shit. I'm just wondering if I'm going to get vertigo or something like that when I try that crap.
I'm going to have to get some diopters.
Sit down.
I'm farsighted.
Yeah.
I need to get some glasses in it.
You know something, Chris? Now, what are you supposed to do? The goggles quit working. What are you supposed to do now? Because you bought it as a package, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Mitch about it. Maybe Sunday evening, and I might just send it back. Hell, I ain't had it a week.
ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
Peter.
let me just introduce you to the man of the hour, the man of all men, the man of comments.
He's 2 hours and 58 minutes late.
Peter.
There he is.
Hey,
Peter.
And you
Hi,
notice
Ron.
we have the duck's ass this time.
yep.
Point-
I'll tell you what, you went out and picked a good replacement for Adrian, Matt.
I know. I went for some class, you know, instead of ass.
That was the reason I dropped in, saying Adrian wasn't here anymore. So
He's actually still here, I'm sure, but he's lurking.
Oh, he
I
is.
hope so. I hope he is.
He doesn't lurk, mate. He's out of there. See, I don't give a damn.
I bet he's already asleep.
He will be too. Guaranteed he won't be asleep in that chair though, because he never spends much time in that chair. They are drone and veteran. Pete, how are you, mate? There you go.
very good.
Then-
Thanks. All locked up here. We're in
Yes.
we're in
Yeah.
stage 4 lockdown here at the moment. So
You guys are still locked up over there? Locked
Yeah,
down?
for another 3 weeks we got to go.
Locked up like 2 dogs, huh?
Crazy bad.
They got a second wave there in Victoria.
Yeah.
It was all looking good, and I was going to actually drive down to my parents' place, but I can't go through Victoria now because of all the shit. And 2 weeks before I was going to leave, all of a sudden Victoria went spastic, and they got all these COVID cases, and they shut everything off, which stuffed my plans completely. And then New South Wales did the same thing too, so we're stuffed there. Queensland's still doing all right. We got bugger all up here. We just got people jumping on freight trains, traveling from state to state, in between the, well, you know, what is it? Huckleberry Finn, or what is it?
The old days.
Hobos.
And you have people lying at the borders to the police.
We do, yeah. 2 borders. Those stupid chicks, and they spread. And this is what happened in Queensland. These 2 chicks went down to Melbourne. They spent all this time and all this in Melbourne. Then they went back into New South Wales, and then they came back and they lied through every border crossing, and they got back into Queensland, and they ended up with they had COVID from Melbourne, and they went. I mean, they're social. They went to more places in 2 weeks than I would ever go in 1 year. They ate out here, ate out there, and they went to this restaurant, and then they went to all these bloody shopping malls and shit like this, and the whole place went crazy. And then we're getting all these other cases from where they went.
Yeah.
Don't they have like checkpoints now in Australia? And I only know this because I watched the $1 Million Bogan, who does drone stuff, but more primarily Harley Davidson rider. And he's always being stopped at checkpoints.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's going to Queensland or something like that. So you guys are constantly dealing with that.
Yeah, man.
At the 4 points they have. So
from
we're not
from single cases to 700 plus. Now down.
So what are they asking you there at the checkpoints? Where you're going and stuff like that?
Where you've come from, where you're going. If you've come from any of the hot spots or anything like this, you can't come into the state. They've shut it off completely now.
If you live outside the Melbourne metropolitan area, where I am, you're forbidden to sort of travel out of the metropolitan area because we're on the stage 4 restrictions, and the rest of the state sort of on the stage 3. So we can't travel out of the metropolitan area. They've got police checkpoints on all the major roads, and if you haven't, they'll just turn you around.
Hey, did you
get away with that here in the States, man? People would probably go crazy.
Kaz has to get a permit to go to work, Morris says.
There you go.
Did you see, Matt, that we hit the news?
We did.
We did. My area, Noosa Civic. They caught the 2 girls at the Noosa Civic.
That's
underage
right.
girls.
Yeah.
Is this the same girls? No.
No.
Okay.
The one he's talking about are the ones down in Logan, I'm pretty sure. They got caught.
Logan girls. Mike and Kenny, it's south, mate, south of Brisbane. So it's between the Queensland and New South Wales border.
Yeah, we can only travel 5 kilometres from home. That's as far as we can go from home. We can only go out sort of shopping, one person at a time, once a day, and I think can do 1 hour's exercise within 5 kilometres of your home. And what else we got? We've got curfew from 8 p.m. till 5 a.m.
Holy moly!
Yeah. If the cops catch you out after that, you'll cop a hefty fine. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know about that.
It's working though. At least it's working. Things are improving fairly rapidly. So,
well, did you hear what ScoMo did? ScoMo did. He supposedly got a vaccine and ordered so many vials of them, and then they called the person that he was getting them off of, and he said, "No, he didn't do anything like that."
I think they got a sort of a letter of intent sort of agreement. I think signed.
Not what ScoMo said.
I won't be getting it.
I'm not. No way. I don't even get the flu vaccine because it gives you the flu.
Neither do I. There's so much shit in these injections.
And you know what, Tim? That's the point. It gives you a little dose of the flu so that your body can build up the antibodies to defeat it.
I don't believe that. Does that mean that I'm going to go out and get a brown snake to bite me because I'll get immune to it? Ain't no way in hell.
Listen, it's the same as like playing in the dirt when you were a kid. Your body got all these antibodies and used to all this crap. these kids today in the house playing with electronic equipment, they're in sterile environments, man. They don't have the same immune systems we did.
I just don't trust pharmaceutical anything. The only thing I take is aspirin to thin my blood because I had a stroke, and that's the only thing I touch. I won't take crap. I don't believe it. Pharmaceutical runs the world. That's a whole different idea.
True.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying, Tim. It does put antibodies in, and Jim's right. That's the way it works. It says Dr. Matt. But there's a big difference between an injection with a lot of other shit in it.
Yeah.
I don't know why they put heavy metals in it. What's that for?
I don't know. Can you trust? You have to have the blind faith, as what Tim is saying.
Right.
And I guess what you're getting at, right? You got to have the blind faith in a big pharma is not out to kill you.
Put it this way. What do we have now? We have nanotechnology, right? And they're talking about blueprinting everybody and putting chips under their skin. All they got to do is give you a vial and a shot, shoot it in your system. Nanotechnology. They can track your ass all over the world. Well, they can anyway.
How would you know if your phone does that for you?
That's what the COVID app was for. Everybody download the COVID app. Piss off.
I got it on my work phone. But I don't got it on my personal phone. No way.
On my phone, I don't know that it helps, but I shut off the location. It's got location on it. I shut the friggin' thing off.
With this app, you can't shut off location. You can't.
I believe that.
And it was mandatory from the owner of the company.
But even with it shut off, I think they can still track you to within 10 feet or whatever the hell it is, right?
Email, if you make a phone call, it all goes on a bill and it goes back to his computer and he can track you anywhere. Location can be turned off. Doesn't matter.
Well, you got to get a little, I don't know what you want to call it, grizzled after so many billions of dollars have been tossed at cancer. And, and we still can't defeat the common cold or any virus.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I remember back in the day that, my grandfather, he passed away in 80, one of them. And we had to stand outside his room, and my grandfather was in a bubble. He had cancer. He was dying of cancer. They thought that cancer was aerial. He was in a bubble when he passed away. It's ridiculous.
Like you were going to catch it.
Yeah. We couldn't even give him a hug goodbye. That's crap.
Yeah, that's bullshit. We never had that. But on the same token, there's a lot of doctors and a lot that I know that will tell you that what do they give you when you get cancer?
Chemo.
The chemotherapy is bullshit.
Yeah.
It suppresses it. It suppresses it. Well, it's supposed to suppress it until your antibodies in your system builds up enough, fights it. That's what it does. But nah, they didn't have chemo back then.
Do you know how chemo was discovered?
How?
It was I think it was mustard gas or something like that they used in World War II.
Mustard gas. World War I.
Yeah. Well, what they found from that was that the gas actually killed cells. So some bright spark thought, we'll try it on cancer. But instead of just locally treating,
it kills all cells. Yeah,
you put it through your whole body, and it's horrendous. And I mean, that's 40s and 50s technology. For God's sake, come on, really?
I guarantee there's a cure for cancer. I guarantee there is. I guarantee there's a cure for everything, but they're keeping it for the elite.
Well, how many businesses would go out of business if you could cure cancer tomorrow? But you see, the thing is, it's just like this created the death of Ma Bell and the house phone. Pharma's going to have to get its hands into something else. Just like here, that they're trying to kill off tobacco, and you can't advertise it anymore, and all this other shit. They'll do away with it, but slowly, because the people won't allow it. As you and I sit here smoking. But the point being, pharma is going to have to get their hands in something else before they let go of that cure for cancer.
You got to remember. You got to remember in history, if you read back, this right here was a cure. They said it cured. They used to give cigarette enemas, blow smoke up your ass. That's where the terminology came from, I guess. I don't know, but they used to do that. You can read up on it, look up on it on smoking enemas or whatever the hell it is. They used to blow it up.
But if you remember the original, to what you're saying, if you remember the original TV commercials that came out, it was doctor approved and all that. Well, John Wayne died of cancer,
Marlboro Man, he died of cancer.
I will say one thing, right? Medical fraternity can create a cell, and they can grow a sheep from one
stem cell.
There you go.
But they can't kill a cell. That's ridiculous. And number two, you got to look at all of the cancer fraternity around the world with their massive research and all that sort of stuff. Every now and again, and if you notice, every now and again, they'll get a doctor out there saying, we've got some really positive results from this thing here. We have to do more clinical trials, and it may be available to the public in 10 years, but we need more research. So what does that do? More money, more donations. Oh, they've got a cure. Give them money for that.
That's right.
Yeah. And they'll just keep going with that shit. And all the things that have they pulled a cream off. This is a very simple example. There was a farmer in far north Queensland whose cows, and this is a true bloody story, whose cows were susceptible to cancer on their nose. And this is how dumb humans are. The cows would go over to this particular bush, and they'd rub their faces in it, right? Now those cancers were clearing up on their face, and this bloke, he couldn't work out what's so good. The vet out and said, "Look, what's going on here?" Anyway, this vet ended up researching it, all sorts of shit, and he produced a cream that you rub on, and it kills a cancer. Within 24 hours, it was going black and dying and all this sort of shit. Okay, fair enough, beautiful. So he was it was banned because it hadn't been FDA approved and all sorts of shit. No trials, there was nothing like this. Oh, we can't have that out in the public because there was no surgery. There was no bullshit like that that involved doctors.
Where he screwed up is he called it a medicine. In America, if you call it a vitamin, it gets no testing.
Well, here's another thing.
It's a vitamin here.
Here's another thing, Matt. You know this, the black salve. That's another thing. The black salve, they sell that naturopath or natural stores. Try some of that on your cancer, on skin cancer. It eats it away and brings it back out. You might have a little hole in your arm for a little bit, but it comes back. That's not allowed from doctors. Say no, don't do it, blah blah blah. Yeah, it takes cancer and goes all the way to every. It's like a root. The cancer is like a root. Yeah. So it goes turns it all black, and it just falls out. I used it a couple times on my skin cancers.
I'll give you an example of. I had a kidney stone, right? And it was a massive bastard, and it took 12 months to pass it. And it wasn't until the last 2 months, because as it was moving, it was causing me a lot of problems and all sorts of shit. Anyway, so every time it would move, I'd whip off to the hospital to get an ultrasound done on my kidneys, just to make sure that the dilation wasn't too severe and all that sort of shit, causing blockages and all sorts of crap. Now, they said to me the last time, okay, we're going to have to operate. we're going to have to, and all they did was keep me in hospital, feed me fluids, and if it wasn't moving, then they were going to operate. So stick holes in me and blast this thing and do all sorts of things. Now I heard that was a treatment. Well, what I did do, I said, all right, no, okay, just chill out for a sec. I'm not into this at the moment. And anyway, so I actually went to my doctor, who is African, and I said, mate, this is ridiculous. I said, I've got a stone in here. It's 11 mil. And he goes, yeah, okay, you got problems with that one because you've got to go through it goes through the urethra, all that sort of shit. Into a hook. And there's a hook just before the bladder.
Mm-hmm. It'll close it off.
Yeah. So I'm going to have issues. And he goes, you won't get it at the chemist. And this is my medical doctor, my Western medical doctor, who obviously comes from another country, and they have lots of other things in there which treat patients. And he said, go to a naturopath and go get yourself some potassium citrate, 500 milligram potassium citrate, which is derived from obviously citrus. And take 4 of them a day or whatever it is, drink plenty of water and blah, 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 blah. Lo and behold, in 2 months' time, my stone had shrunk from 11 mil down to 6 mil and was totally passable, which it did.
And what was it again? What was it again?
Potassium citrate.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So
you mix that up in water, don't you?
Oh, it was capsules.
Oh, what's capsules?
Yep. Chuck it in and off you go. But drink the water and all that sort of stuff. And that completely, if I kept going on that and I didn't pass the stone, it would have completely dissolved it. Without surgeries, without all that crap.
Blasting it.
Yeah. With all that
sonic blast it, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's great technology. It absolutely is. But there are alternatives to going through that surgery because with any surgery, there's risk.
Yep. It's like my dog. I had a big ass dog. And,
you know how much that? I'm sorry, Tim. Hang on for 1 second.
Good.
That I got a bill the other day for $300. The colonoscopy they did, which everybody gets when over 50, was $12,000.
What? It's free over here.
See you, Al.
Oh, guys, I'm off. Guys, I hate to cut you off, but your live stream lasted longer than my AirPod.
Yeah.
How unusual.
Take
care. All right, guys, be well. Take
Bye.
care, all. Everyone in chat, Chris.
Take care, man.
Thank you, Peter. Take care, Tim. And Jim, stay up. Be well, all. Bye-bye.
I'm out, Matt. I got to go, bud.
All right. No, thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, we're 3 hours and 20 minutes here.
Yeah,
Good.
We should. This is another 3-hour conversation.
It's
there's all sorts, mate. You know, and you know, not to be conspiracy or anything like that. You've got to take a grain of truth out of each side, right? Because you can't believe 100% either side, because there are truths either side of the fence. And if you take that into consideration, make your own mind up about what you want to do to yourself, because it's your freaking body. Make up your mind and go from there. Do not take just one advice. And
I never do. I never do. Like I was saying before Jim, my dog, I had a big dog. He had paralysis ticks right here. They're about that big. And his back hind legs went down, so I carried him to the vet, and the vet told me he shut the door. And he said, listen, go to IGA and get a bottle of vitamin C and fill up the thing, give it to him twice a day. Within 2 days, my dog was back up on his legs. Pure vitamin C. Did it.
Unbelievable.
Yep. Unreal. I mean, pharmaceutical, they own the world. There's nothing that can get past it.
But see, a lot of the shit we eat creates the problems we have anyway.
That's right.
Because of all the antibiotics they're giving the cow, the pig, the chicken before they kill it and give it to us. It's been having its whole life. That crap. It's the same with the crops, spraying the crops.
MSG, they still use it in China. They live until 120.
Example, right?
It's the it's the genetically modified too. The foods are coming out. Okay, we can do this because it's going to cause more crops, and we can do that. Well, it doesn't. It doesn't do that, and yet they're still doing it. So why are they still using genetically modified foods? Why?
Makes them bigger, and more.
But it doesn't do anything to crop production.
Well, I was watching this show. It's a documentary on Netflix about food. I mean, it's just, and if you don't go along with it, they shut you down. Like Tyson Industries owns all the chicken farmers, owns them all. If you don't go along with them, they cut your contract.
There you go.
And then no one else is going to buy from you.
Come on.
It's the pig farm. It's everything here in America. It's owned. Your ass is owned.
I'll tell you something funny. This is sort of off the subject a little bit, but when Australia had a little bit of problems with China there, and the Chinese said, we're not buying barley off you anymore, buggy up. We'll use other sources. Now, our relationship military-wise and politically between Australia and America are pretty good.
Yeah.
Now, the Chinese said, we're not buying this. We're going to hurt you, Australia. So we're not buying any barley off you. So our barley producers started to suffer a little bit there. They'll find other things. But what did China do? They went straight to America and said, we want to buy your barley. And America went, yeah, okay.
Oh, come on.
Oh, shit.
A whore is a whore.
That's right.
Now, don't forget, we subsidize our crops here. If corn isn't needed, we still pay you to grow corn because corn gets used in everything now. It's a sugar base.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
We feed it to cows who are meant to eat grass. We feed them corn.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we do over here with cane. We plant cane. They got rid of a lot of the cane farms and got rid of even the trolleys going through one of the cities here. But now they're replanting it for this sugar cane for hay. It's like a thing for the cows. That's what they're making their money off of.
Well, that's the same as fluoride and all that sort of shit in the water. They cannot legally dump the byproducts of aluminium production, which is fluoride, and they can't dump. So what do? They go, oh, put it in the water. It's good for your teeth. But there was one who said, well, okay, that's no worries. If you don't want to get sunburned, you don't swallow sunburn cream, do you? You put it on your skin. You don't eat it. And he goes, the same with fluoride. If you want to protect your teeth, you wash it around your teeth, spit it out. You don't put it in your body.
Well, what is Tomas saying here?
It's true.
I was in the hospital for the week. I remember that. And it said private patient on the door with health care, $1,000 per night. That's on the door?
Jesus. Look at that.
This is the thing. You know what, mate? Thomas, it's just like going to a function room and saying, I've got my mate's 21st birthday. Okay, well, that'll be $1,000 to hire it. And then you go to the same function room and say, we've got a wedding party here for, that's $10,000.
Yes.
Yeah. It's the same here for the healthcare as what Thomas is saying. You'll get the same treatment in our hospitals, whether you got private insurance or not. Just with the private insurance, you'll get sort of beneficial treatment, especially for elective sort of stuff. You'll get into the hospital a lot earlier.
When I was a kid, we had one doctor. He was a doctor. Today I have 10 because this guy specializes in the cough. This guy's a neurosurgeon. This guy only does feet. You know what I'm saying? Everything's a specialty now. And, you're in pain? That's a pain management doctor. Oh, you got – oh, my God.
And do you remember the days that your only one doctor did house calls?
Yes.
Made phone calls. You can get through to him anytime with his pager. He would call you back. Not now. And it's like Peter was saying, private health insurance. I had it for 8 years. Just last year, after my major surgery, I told them to shove it up their ass because I was paying like $77 a week, but I would only get a certain coverage. And I had the best private health insurance over here. I told them to shove it up their ass.
Did you end up with a bill when you left hospital?
No, I didn't have no bill. I had to pay like $100 and that was about it. I just paid that off probably 2 weeks ago because I was still pissed off at them. They were charging me little extra things.
I owe $300 for my colonoscopy. They got $12,000 from the insurance company, but I have to pay $300. But
bullshit.
Yeah, look, last time I was in hospital, when was it, back in 2013 for about 4 days. I was able to get into a private hospital because I had health insurance, and that I was in there for about 4 days. I'm not too sure what the bill was, but it would have been a sizable sort of bill. But I think I only paid about $250 in the end, I think, which was like the excess on the insurance policy that you had to pay up front anyway. So,
yep, the gap, yeah.
And this is what gets me. I mean, we've got Medicare over here, right? So all public patients, they've got Medicare. So you pay that in your tax at the end of the year anyway, right? So you're paying that. People with private health insurance over here paying their private health still have to pay Medicare at the end of the year.
That's right.
You can go into a hospital under private. Now, if something's not covered in your shit, you'll come out with a bill, just like my dad did the other day, and he came out with a bill for blood tests, right? He's got private health. Now, why, if he's paying Medicare, or if I'm paying Medicare, why doesn't Medicare pick up that gap?
That's what I was asking last year. They couldn't give me an answer. They said it's a separate entity. That's what they said.
It's a game. It's just a game.
It's a money-making game. And they're going to fall on their ass because people in Australia are starting to realise that they're being absolutely ripped off. It's unreal. I mean, I've said I've been into hospital with a few things and all this sort of shit, and never have I come out with any paying money anywhere. It's all taken care of, man.
Well, I had my stroke, and then I had to go to the hospital the week after to get all the blood tests done. That was before Christmas. I think October I had the stroke. Was it August now? End of August. I still haven't had the results back of the blood test.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I'll answer Mars here too. Well, that depends, man. It really does depend on how busy the private sector is. You're right. You can wait up to a year. Absolutely, you can. I mean, I just had this thing. I've had this bleeding nose and all sorts of shit happening. So I had a camera. I had to go to see the specialist at the hospital. And within 3 weeks of my my doctor putting the referral into the ENT unit at the hospital, I was in there getting the camera up my nose. So that wasn't too bad. That was all right. And it all depends on the severity of your symptoms and all sorts of shit, and whether you see if you had a colonoscopy 2 years prior and you're getting some issues now, you probably won't get in very quickly because 2 years ago you had one, and it takes quite some time for things to manifest themselves in that.
Right.
So there's probably not going to put you at the top of the list, and you might have to wait that long. If it's your first time and you've got these symptoms, you'll go in pretty quick, man.
That's how they scammed me to go in, because that one test I had, remember I showed you guys the box on your stream. I forget the name of it, but it was, if you take this test, then you don't have to go get a colonoscopy. Well, naturally, I failed the test. There was some blood seen in my stool.
Yeah.
So they instantaneously, she said, I was told this. She said, we get more people in here because of them taking the test than we ever had before. In other words, people like me, I'm 61. That was the first time in my life I ever had the test, and you're supposed to get it every 10 years starting at 50. People like me don't go in and get these things because it's useless. If there's nothing wrong, I'm not going to get it.
You're a man. You're a man, so you don't want to do it. You wait until something's broken.
Right.
And then you do it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a man's way, you know. But now during this coronavirus, hypothetically, Pete needs a procedure done. They put it in categories now. I think it's 3 or 4 categories. And that tells you how long your wait for is. It's unreal.
You know, they put off elective surgery in a lot of the hospitals just to leave space available for all the virus patients.
Even if it wasn't elective, Pete, like when I had my gallbladder taken out, that's not elective surgery, yet it wasn't an emergency. How long would that have taken? How long would I have had to wait?
I don't know. As far as it's
You're
the
at
same
the
here. if it is something fairly serious that needs to be done pretty quickly, you will get it done. But as I said, for elective sort of stuff, like if you need a hip replacement or knee replacement or something like that, that can be put off for a while. But, that's the way it's working at the moment.
They'll put you at the bottom of the list, per se.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't have to be like that. They're getting paid anyway. You know what I'm saying? To be there every day.
Oh,
yeah, but it's not the doctor's fault, because some doctors are good. And they'll tell you, like as me and Matt said in our stories, but some of them are just strictly by the book. They want money. And
they use the term, and this is what they do. You must practice your medical degree in relation to your peers. That's exactly, and now they're bound to a specific bunch of rules, which they can't go outside if they're not practicing to their peers. And this is where the term the quack come from. Different ideas. We're going to think you're a quack, If they're not practicing like everyone else, it's like archaeology. That's when the pyramids were built. That's when they were built. If you go outside of that, you're a lunatic.
That's right. And that's where half of the times they found the dead bodies, the graves around the pyramids.
Yeah. There's a whole system around there. I didn't even know there was a wall under there around the pyramid.
All tunnels.
They're hiding a lot of shit in Egypt, man. It's so much of that too, and it ain't medical. We got someone. Have we had Millie in here before?
I don't believe so.
Welcome. How are you? Just about to go. For God's sakes, 3 hours and a half.
Yeah,
she's pretty.
Here goes.
Thank you very much.
Here he goes again. Who were you cracked up to last week, Tim?
Oh, who was that? She was beautiful. Oof.
They gave me those tests to look for traces of blood. That's the one I had, Mike.
But don't you can do that
test for trace if I bleed.
You can do that. You can do that test at home, can't you?
Yes. Yes, you used to do it. You used to have to put stool in a cup and bring it back to your doctor.
Yeah. No, you can't test for blood at home. You just you send them in a sample, basically.
It's called the Hemocoat test.
That's right. That's right. You put a sieve on your toilet and do your business. Yeah. Man, things changed. I want to go back to the 70s and 80s when they were real doctors.
So I don't know what that cost. Let's say that thing that they sent me cost $1,000. So it cost them $1,000 in insurance for me to take that thing that everybody fails, and then I go in and get another $12,000 paid out. So there's $13,000 in something I didn't need anyway. There was nothing wrong.
And you know what? And you just got to look at this, right? The poor women of the world have to put up with this, is because they say breast screening. You've got to get your breast screened. You've got to do this. You've got to do this. Now that breast screening is horrendous radiation to breast tissue,
and it puts it cramped down.
That's right. And they're saying, breast cancer's gone up through the roof. Like, well, why? Because you're pumping these poor women with radiation.
I went into one of them with my first wife, and I don't know what it's called. It's where they get scraped or whatever. Man, my hand hurt for 3 days. She squeezed it so much that day.
Yeah, dude.
And supposed to get it every 10 years, a woman?
Her.
I would hate to be a woman.
I'm getting angry, Pete.
Well, one of my ex-girlfriends, she lives in the area. I talk to her every weekend, whatever. She had a mammogram, I reckon 10 years ago. Everything was good, blah, 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 blah. 5 years ago, she lost both of them. Yeah, and it's crap.
And that kills them, man. They lose all self-esteem when that happens.
She's a strong woman. She said, the doctor said, do you want to get fake ones? And she goes, no, I'm going to get a tattoo. So she's gonna get a tattoo across her chest.
I would have preferred she got fake ones, but okay.
So I gotta settle down now. Mars, I'm upsetting Mars here.
Oh, settle down.
Oh no, I'll get carried away with it. Oh look, whatever.
Well, some things are obviously stupid, and we all know it and see it, and yet it goes on.
And this
continuously.
Exactly. Now this is where we stop listening, because if it's illogical, doesn't make sense, it's stupid, whatever comes next, I'm just not going to listen to it, because you just think down the line. Oh God.
You know, when all these procedures came, like when we were younger, we could play in the backyard, kick each other, fall out of trees, do whatever the hell we want to. Now it's like they put everybody in bubble wrap, all the children. Oh, make sure they're here, make sure they're there. And then they do another thing. They take the discipline away from the parents.
Yep.
What the hell?
You can't discipline your kids.
Spit it out, for God's sake. Yeah, spit it out, man.
Oh, dude. No, I can go on forever about this shit, because there's something that really pisses me off.
And Tim, you look at the quality of humans today, that the kids have no respect. They have no morals. Kids, I mean 20, 25. Because they weren't raised by decent parents. They didn't get beat upside the head when they did something wrong.
They are lazy. They're complacent. They get complacent. They don't want to do their job half the damn time.
Well, scaring him off.
It's not political. This ain't political.
No, I can only go to politics from here, mate.
No.
There's one good thing to come out of this coronavirus political distancing is it's virtually killed off the normal flu here in Australia.
It did.
They're hardly getting any cases of the normal flu now because people are keeping apart. They're not transmitting it to one another. So
I want to know if they're classifying the normal flu as COVID just to get paid.
I don't think so.
There was a thing on the radio I was listening. This guy had a sneezing attack. He had corona. So there's different things for it now. Like if you have cough, if you have a sneeze, he had a sneezing fit. They thought it was just allergies. He had corona.
Yeah, look at Mike says cancer treatment the same for 50 years. Cut it out and bombard it with radiation. Kill everything with chemo. Yeah.
Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny that the three things they do to get rid of cancer, two of them in themselves are carcinogenic.
Exactly. It makes no damn sense, man.
Oh, but wait a minute. Now we have pinpoint radiation.
Yeah.
Where it used to be they radiated, you got lung cancer, they radiated your whole friggin' torso. Now they can just pinpoint it.
My buddy just had lung cancer and he got half of his lung cut out. Boom, gone.
Oh shit. It's it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. Shit. It's bullshit. Yep. But spend all this money. Even CTs, mate. You don't want to have a CT if you can help it. The older you get, the better off you are. But if you have a CT as a young person, you watch yourself out 20 or 30 years.
It builds up.
There's a good chance that something will go wrong, because when you deal with one X-ray, right? X-rays aren't good for you. You deal with a CT, you get a small CT, you're having 300 X-rays.
Exactly. Picture after picture after picture. Boom, boom, boom.
And you know what? And all they say is, it's the same amount of radiation as a flight from here to Sydney.
Well, I wasn't going to Sydney.
And not only that, it might be that, but it's not concentrated to one area.
No. And that noise. Oh, that noise craps me when I used to have that.
Yeah, that's the MRI, isn't it? That machine that makes a bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
they're safe. Actually, they're all magnets. There's nothing. You can have 1 million of them, and it'll never affect you.
Yeah, but it interrupts my Led Zeppelin when they put the headphones on you.
It messes up my Walkman.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to listen to Zeppelin here, and you bang, 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 bang.
Oh, Brad. I see you there, buddy.
Oh, now we only smoke. Well, you see this. That's why they started that crap.
Yes.
Oh, I went, Matt, Mike, I went down to the, Tim. Why do I keep wanting to call you Mike?
Why you call me Mike?
I went down to the faggot cigarettes. The what are they? They're lights. They
Yeah.
have the extra filter on them, you know.
Yeah. Well, now we have over here, we call them tailor-mades. Tailor-mades are what you're smoking now. This is just rollies. I roll my own. But they have things in your filter that you just squeeze it and it makes it menthol. Do they have them over there?
Yeah, they do.
I haven't heard of it.
They do. Mate. They do. Yeah. There's like a little ball in there. And you can have a normal smoke, and this is the first time I saw them over there in the States. You can have a normal smoke, and then you squeeze the filter, and it goes pop, and it cracks that ball, and it turns into a menthol.
Menthol. Yep.
I did not know that. I tried this when I came back from that 2-day flight from Vegas where I couldn't smoke. I tried this. What the hell do they call these things? It's got a
vape.
A vape. Yeah, I tried vaping, but it just ain't the same. Matter of fact, I was coughing with the vaping.
Yeah. You know what gets me? You know what gets me with smoking? I stopped wearing them until I got my work shirt. Putting them here. I quit wearing shirts with pockets because I would always go there to get. It's you're drinking a beer, you go here to light up a cigarette.
Yep.
But now I go through about 3 of these a week, and they're 25 grams.
Is that what's that
That's
compared
bad.
to like a pack of cigarettes or something?
That's probably about 80 cigarettes a day there, Jim.
That's a lot.
What but it's the only thing that relaxes me. And the doctor, when I had the stroke, she goes, "How much do you drink?" I was like, "Oh, I drink about 10 a night." And she goes, "Really?" And I was like, "I don't want to tell you what I drink on the weekends."
Yeah.
But it relaxes me. Now I'm down to like 6 beers a night during the week. When I'm on call, I don't drink at all. So that week, I drink cranberry juice all day, orange juice, and it flushes out my system. And then after I get off a call, I hit it again.
That's how I got into the coffee and Gatorade. I'll drink either coffee or Gatorade.
But coffee's bad. Like they say, everything in moderation is good. You start having more and more and more, it's bad.
Yeah, but it's okay for your liver. So,
my liver is loving me.
I'm sure you don't want to get that test done.
No. Port 40 grams of Port Royal. Well, this is the same thing, and you might want to try this, Mars. It's called Riverstone Premium Rum. It tastes just like, don't taste it, but it has the scent just like Port Royal, and it's cheap. Pretty cheap.
Good theory there, Gary. Good theory, Gary.
Dead on, brother.
It's true. It's true.
That's it.
You got to die of something. They got to write something on the death certificate.
And apparently, flying a drone could be the death of you. So
could be.
I hope so. That's pretty cool.
That's how dangerous drone flying is.
He's been making his own cigarettes for about 7 years, and it's about 50 cents a pack. These are now. I'm in a cheap state. Like this is like $3 in Florida. This would be $100 a carton in New York, or more.
What?
It's $11 a pack in New York.
I wish I could pay $11 for a pack. You know how much they cost? Never mind.
They went stupid here in Australia. Tax this, tax that. And
Well, they're taxing it so much because they want you to stop, is what they're saying.
Well, put it this way. Put it this way. 25 gram, when I first moved over here, the price of a 50 gram is what the price of a 25 gram is. And it used to be a 30 gram. They took it down to 25, bumped up the price. Pieces of shit.
What's the average price of a pack of cigarettes here, Tim?
About 48.
Wow.
$48?
When I left America in 2003, it cost me about $1.25 for a 20-pack of Marlboros.
When did you? Where was that? What state was that?
I left from North Carolina.
Oh shit! They grow it there.
Yeah, yeah, but duty free, I could get 5 packs of 50 gram. So you could only get 250 gram. So I got 50 grams of roll up cigarettes when I came over here, and a bunch of Jack Daniels. But that's another story. But yeah, and it was unreal. 40 gram Port Royal.
120 bucks for a pouch of tobacco.
Where do you find 40 gram at? I've never seen a 40 gram.
Mixes 220s.
Yeah. 220.
In Canada, the tax collected on cigarettes pays for all health care.
Well, we used to have a thing over here called Chop Chop. It used to come in this little barrel, and that was great. That was good stuff.
Yeah, I remember that.
What happened to it?
It's illegal.
Of course it is.
Tobacco. Yeah. Tobacco is probably worse than getting caught with marijuana if you're planting tobacco.
Why?
Absolutely.
Well, what is that stuff you're smoking?
It's taxed, man. It's taxed. It's illegal to grow your own.
Oh, okay.
Because it's
Is it illegal over here to grow your own?
In America, to grow tobacco, yes, it will be.
I know you came from North Carolina's where Raleigh, Salem, and all those tobacco growers were.
Yeah, Tennessee, North Carolina, Georgia. Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Manufactured by Doral Cigarettes. I remember them. Manufactured by Doral Tobacco Corporation, Miami, Florida.
Florida even.
20 Class A cigarettes. What's a Class B?
It gives you cancer quicker. I don't know. Class B.
You can only smoke in Class B airspace.
Right? Right? All right, man. It's 3 hours and 47 minutes. I'm out of here. I got to get off my ass.
Oh, good on you. No worries.
Bye,
Good
Jim.
night, guys.
Bye, Jim. Good night to Gary, too. He's leaving us.
Jim's going to get onto Amazon straight away and try and find a donut cushion for next week.
This thing is one of these camping chairs that is actually cushy, and she's
Wait a
the
minute.
one who bought it for me.
Wait a minute. You just said your chair's cushy?
Yeah, it's
Never
one
mind.
of those cushy camping chairs.
Never mind. You talk about my damn chair? All right, that's enough.
Your chair costs $300. Mine costs $30.
Yeah, it took me 30 minutes to put together.
30 minutes?
I think it was more than
30? I think it's longer
Three
than
hours,
that.
I think.
A little bit longer. A little bit
I
longer.
thought,
All right.
I thought help was called on that.
Oh, who?
Didn't you have help putting that chair together?
Oh, I did it myself.
Oh.
That's why it took 3 days.
I remember the night when he was all pissed off he couldn't get it together.
Because I was drunk, Jim.
Oh.
You try to put a screw in a hole when you're drunk and see what happens.
That's what she said. All right.
Oh, you're funny.
Pregnancies in the past. Yes.
Thomas is dropping out early, too. It's only 5 a.m. there, Thomas. Gee.
Oh, my God. Tomas,
It's like-
how do you do that?
Oh.
Brutal, brother.
And then he'll be on Rodney's tonight as well.
I
So
know.
that's only 8 hours away.
All right.
Oh,
See you later,
geez.
guys.
See you, Jim.
Thanks, buddy. Good on you, boys. Well, we're going to call it a day. I've got to pull my barbecue apart and see how much damage the fire did last night.
Okay.
Kind of guessing there might be a bit of. Not looking forward to that. Hey, Pete, thanks for popping on, mate. Good to see you again.
That's
Good
right.
to
It was
see
a bit of a lull in the car racing I was watching, so I thought I'd drop in for a little while.
Thanks for being second in line here.
It was good to see you, Pete. Good to see you, Pete.
Yeah.
One day we all can meet up, but after the borders open, of course. But
Yeah, well, that was good. The beginning of the year when Mars and Pete and Gizmo and Victorian Aerial and we all went out for a fly. That was really good catching up. And I don't know if was you on when we showed that catch up video that Mars put up there earlier.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. That was good.
Yeah. It was a good day, good fun day.
I watched that a couple of months back. You were a bit slack there watching that, Matt.
What, from Mars?
Yeah.
Did he just put that up?
No, that was a while back.
3 months ago, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Might have been back June. I don't know. It was a while back anyway.
Really? I mean, I know. I just wanted to put it up for people who haven't seen it.
Okay.
Good on you.
I watch everybody's channel. Oh my God.
Yeah, right. He doesn't. He got me on Facebook. I shared his video, and he hasn't even noticed yet.
Oh, have you?
Unreal. See, Pete.
Look, it's so hard, dude. It is so hard to keep up with everyone, you know.
Believe me, I understand fully.
He probably does what I do on Facebook, just to unfollow everyone. Then you don't get all the rubbish they put up.
Oh,
but you still stay as friends, but or as contacts. But
the notifications that you get, it's unreal.
You know, I did on one occasion put on. I want all of my bells and my notifications to be on, so I know when people are doing it. Now, at the end of the day, I turned it off because I was at work, and there must have been freaking 1,000.
Yep.
Bloody notifications. I said, you got to be kidding me. What am I going to do with this? Oh my God.
Yeah. It's so like I get over 100 emails from work. Do you really think I want to look at all them notifications?
No, well, that's right. You know, and I find myself, and I do this on occasion. I did it the other day, but I'll go back to a couple of older videos and I'll see who's commented and who I haven't seen for a while. But I'll try to answer every comment, and I'll try to go to their, and I will, once I answer them, go to their channel and check their video out. So I do miss a lot of stuff. If no one comments for a while on my videos, I forget about it, and I haven't been to their channel for a bit. It gets a bit hard.
One thing I've noticed with YouTube, probably within the last week or so, is that I've stopped getting emails when everyone posted a video.
Yep, me too.
Now the only ones I'm sending it now is if you put a comment on there and they reply to your comment, or you might get an email about that. But as far as people just putting up videos, the emails seem to have stopped on those now.
Yep, I don't get them either. And it's like another thing with your live right now. I guarantee your chat won't show up when you click on the live, like to watch the replay. It won't show the chat for about 2 or 3 days.
That's right. Yeah, I've noticed that.
My last one took 4 days. Yeah. From the time that I did it, but by the time I could actually timestamp too, between that and the live chat coming up, it used to be really quick, man. It was, like within a day, everything would be in.
That was a live stream with your dodgy audio, wasn't that?
Sorry,
that was a live stream with your dodgy audio last week, wasn't it?
It was. Fucking that shit me. That did. I'm just listening back.
I noticed that at times I thought that doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
It was really bad, and it really pissed me off. And I only noticed it at the end. But anyway, we'll sort that shit out now. So.
And it's like your videos; they'll render in 720, but you took it in 1080. That's weird.
What?
Like your videos up there, some of them I'll click on them and it'll say 720. And then I'll go back to it in about 2 or 3 days. It's in 1080.
Oh, look, that's normal. Yeah. Like I've already uploaded. I uploaded my tomorrow's video last night. And that'll be 720. And then it'll go to HD, which will be your 1080. And then you've got to wait more before it processes and gets its all shit before it goes to 4K. That's always been the way like that.
Yeah, but it craps me because I got 3 1080 monitors to watch HD, and they come in 720.
Yeah, generally 1080 doesn't take all that long to come up, in my experience anyway. If it's only like a 2 or 3 minute video, that should be 1080 within sort of 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah,
That's what I find anyway. But if I think you're going to 4K, it'll take quite a lot longer.
Yeah.
Okay. See you, Michael. Thanks, mate. Thanks for popping through.
See you, Night Train.
Bye, Night Train.
Hope your head's still okay. We had a date last week. We should be.
Jesus. See, that's why I can't wait until I get my 4K monitor, but I don't know how long that's going to be come back in stock. But
even a 2.7 is okay. That's not too bad.
Well, all three of these are 1080, so I wanted to keep them the same. You know what I mean? So, but yeah,
just by 3 4Ks, that'll fix it up.
Hold on, I'm getting the second job. I'll give somebody a call.
You know what? Recovery's totally right here too. It says, well, and this is what they get away with when they sell these cheap drones, and they say HD camera on the front. And I think, oh, that's all right for $20. You got to be kidding me. Yeah, well, it's 720.
720. It's not HD.
It is, but it is actually.
It is. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
oh.
It's classed as HD.
Sure is.
Wow.
Yeah, it should be CHD. Crap high definition.
Crap high definition.
Yeah, okay. That's the one. Well, I'm gonna go, boys. I've got stuff to do. Fantastic seeing everybody again on this lovely Saturday morning, Friday night.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
I'm desperate this week, so thanks for popping in.
I should have knew that. You had Adrian up here. No, I'm sorry, Adrian. I didn't mean that.
He won't hear this one.
Well, then, okay, bye Matt, bye Tim, and bye everyone in chat.
Take care, everybody, and I'll see you next weekend or tonight.
All right.
Oh, yeah, Peter Carroll, nice singer, mate. See that? The Drone and Veteran got that one. Good on you. Thanks very much, everybody, for popping in again. It's a lovely Saturday morning. Well, it's not actually lovely. Oh, no, the sun's out now, but it's windy as all hell, so I won't be doing any flying. Yeah, hopefully everyone has a fantastic week. Thanks for everyone popping in. Agent K, thanks. See you here again. Night Train Thomas, all the usual suspects, mate. Great stuff, Drone and Veteran. Have a fantastic weekend and a great week, and hopefully we'll see you again next week. Same time, same channel. All right, take care all, and I'll catch you then. Ciao.